Hey everybody, it's Zach from Myshire Farm, and we are live. If somebody could just let me know if they could hear me real quick before we begin, I would greatly appreciate it. Once we have that, then we will get into it for tonight. If you can hear me, please let me know. And I can hear you. Wonderful. All right. That was good enough for me. So, I've got a really big night planned for tonight. Hopefully it'll be fun. I do have a topic planned. As you might have seen my post, we are going to try to make history here at Myshire Farm. If you guys are interested, so that might be fun as well. Oh, I thought it said can't. Okay. So, we will get into the history in just a second. The topic for tonight will be 5 things to think about before starting your quail business. We're going to talk about knowledge is power. We're going to talk about space. Who is your customer base? What's in a name? And why are you the best? Next week, you'll want to tune in. We're going to talk about the top 5 ways to sell. So hopefully that will be beneficial as well. And hopefully you can hear me all right. Like always, I'm going to just do some housekeeping. Number 1, if you like this video or you like this live show, if you learned something, if it's educational or fun at all, feel free to hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. If you don't like it, hit the thumbs down. That's completely okay too. I'd like to know your thoughts. If you want to comment what you don't like, that'd be great as well. And then every time we hit 30 likes, so 30, 60, 90, so on, we'll go over one of the topics. Until then, I will just answer your questions. We do a couple fun things here on our live shows. Number 1, if you have hatching eggs from us this week, feel free to let us know how it went. Let us know what your ratio was. I've got my notebook ready. I'll write those down and plug those numbers in so that we can update our records. And if you want to let us know where you're from, I always do a shout out, and it's always a lot of fun to see where we are, where everybody's from. So let's talk about history, shall we? So I just finished on the website a coupon code. I'm going to give everyone that's interested for the entire week 15% off any order on the website. You can pay with credit card or PayPal. And our goal is that we're going to ship to 49 states. I cannot ship to Hawaii right now due to the COVID thing. But the goal is that I'm going to ship to all 49 states plus Puerto Rico, because somehow we got approval for Puerto Rico but nowhere else, and not a Hawaii. I don't know how that goes. But we have approval to Puerto Rico, and we have approval for all 49 states minus, or all 50 states minus Hawaii. So we're going to try to ship 50 boxes to 50 different locations all at one time. It's never been done before. I think it'll be a whole lot of fun, and you get 15% off your purchase. So hopefully that's fun for you, and we'll try to make history. So without further ado, we talked about the hatching. We talked about that. I brought up the topics. I think it's just time to get started, shall we? If you have any questions concerning Coturnix quail, feel free to ask. Let us know where you're from, and if you've hatched eggs from us and not let me know what the hatch rate was, feel free to do so as well, and we discuss that and have a lot of fun. We did already hit the 30 likes. Once we hit 30 more likes, then we'll go over the second topic. But let's talk about the first topic for tonight, and that is 5 things to think about before starting your quail business. Knowledge is power. I know a lot of people, oh dear God, everything's falling apart, guys. I know a lot of people that, old sayings are old sayings because they're relevant no matter what time period you're in. So a lot of people put the cart before the horse. I don't believe that anyone can do any sort of business and be profitable if you don't know what you're doing. So, you know, I strongly suggest that slow and steady will always win the race, always. Because a business and making profit is not, you know, it's a marathon. So, you know, you want to continue going. So knowledge is power. You want to make sure that you start slow and then build continuously and on purpose, and make sure you document everything that you are experiencing, the good, the bad, and the ugly, because it'll come back and you will learn from it. You'll be better for it. You'll be able to help your customers better. You'll be able to understand things better. And most of us have quail. Most of us have more animals. I strongly suggest, and it doesn't even have to be my channel. It doesn't have to be things that I'm talking about. It doesn't have to be this, that, and the other. Just Koternik's Corner, or I mean, there's the Urban Aviary, or there's a lot of YouTube channels out there for Koternik's quail. Not only that, but starting a business, making a business plan, financing, all that stuff. I strongly suggest you put some headphones in, and every time you're in the barn, you're multitasking. You're listening to something that will help you better understand Koternik's quail, running a business, making a profit, doing a business plan, whatever the case may be, while you're working. And then at the very end, have a little notebook or an iPad or a tablet or whatever, and just mark, hey, I noticed that there were more eggs today and it was warm out yesterday. Or I noticed that I left the lights on an extra 2 hours and I got more eggs. So I'm going to experiment with that, or whatever the case may be. But knowledge is power. So the more you write down, the more you realize what's going on, the better you will be long term. And the knowledge part is the most important part for a long-term business. Now, I have trouble sometimes because it's like, I'm very happy with how Myshire Farm is doing. I'm very happy with the business that we're doing. I'm very happy that we're prosperous. I'm very happy that we're profitable. I'm very happy that we're big, but we're still kind of small to help everybody. Am I an expert? I don't know how to answer that. I think I've made more mistakes than most people, so I'm wiser. I hope I learned from my mistakes. So take that as you will. But knowledge is power. The top 5 things to think about before starting your own business. You gotta know what you're doing. I know that there's a lot of comments. I promise I will get to everybody before we finish. We did just hit the 60 likes, so I'm gonna go into the second topic real quick. Again, when we get to 90 likes, I'll go into the third one, and so on and so forth. So hit that like button, support our channel, and I will try to give you things to think about. The second one is space. So let's say you have 20 quail. If you're documenting, knowledge is power, if you're documenting what you have, how much money it's costing you, how much money it cost you to start with, because there's always a starter fee, right? There's always, you got to start somewhere, right? You're writing down how much your electricity bill went up. You're writing down how much feed it is, how much the cost of feed is. You're writing down, if your water bill went up. You're writing down for extra stuff, whatever the case may be, supplies, whatever. If you're writing all that down, you'll be able to tell, let's say a month, how much it would cost you to raise 30 hens, right? Well, then let's say it averages out to be 25 cents per hen per day, which is obscene. And if it's costing you 25 cents a day for a hen, there's big issues, and you got to work on that. But just for fun, easy math, costs you 25 cents. You're going to sell eating eggs for 50 cents. You're going to make 25 cents per hen per day, per egg per day. So then you can kind of determine, well, how much space do I need to make $500 profit a month? How much do I need? How many hens, how many eggs do I need a day to make $1,000 a month after expenses, or whatever the case may be? I can give you tips and tricks and things like that to get there, but until you actually do the numbers and research yourself, it's not really worth it, because everywhere's different. You know, California, New York, Washington, cost of living, cost of feed, cost of everything is much higher there. So you've got to know your own expenses. Once you know your own expenses, then you can determine, well, I would need 500 hens or 500 eggs a month to make $500, or whatever the case may be. And then you can go from there. So you need to make sure that you have enough space for where you want to go. But that doesn't mean that you need to fill that space up all at once. Again, slow and steady wins the race. So I hope those helped. I've been thinking about them for a while now. Those are things that we've lived by here at Myshire, and hopefully it'll help you. So once we get to 90 likes, I'll go over the third topic. But let's stop rambling and get to some of these questions, shall we? Wife wants to know if we missed a giveaway contest. LOL. You did not. We're going to make history. Our website is right here. It is at www.myshirefarm.com. I know I'm old. I don't have to use the www. I got to stop that. You can go to myshirefarm.com, and then the coupon code, I don't even know if I told you, the coupon code at checkout is going to be your abbreviation of your state. And our goal is to ship all 49 states, excluding Hawaii. We can't ship to Hawaii right now, plus Puerto Rico. So 50 boxes, 50 different locations at one time. You could be part of history. I want to do it. I think it'll be really fun. Plus, you get 15% off any order. So I think it's a win-win for everybody, right? So hopefully you like it. If you do, hit the like button. We need 10 more to go over the next topic. But no giveaway this week, but a 15% off discount for everybody. You just want to use your coupon, or the coupon code, which is the initial or the abbreviation of the state that you live in. So right now on my website, myshirefarm.com, there is 50 coupon codes for 15% off. So hopefully that's a lot of fun. Make sure you check that out, be a part of it, and then I will let you know how it goes. We'll see. Me in a positive way, ready to make history. There you go. Ted CG from Sweden, welcome. I'm sorry you cannot participate in the history thing. Gary says, I am ready. Lori Robbins says, I am. Hi to all. Verna Young, we already discussed that. Robert says, Minnesota is ready. Absolutely. Good luck. Jay Joseph says, I just started a new quail business, preparing for when I can import the eggs. There you go. Best of luck. Lucky 13 Quail says, ready from Kansas. Buster in Oklahoma, welcome. Aaron says, hey everyone, here from North Carolina. Well, if all of you guys just get something for 15% off, we're well on our way, aren't we? Jay Joseph says, hi from the Caribbean, welcome. Quail Ma'am says, hi Verna, hi Zach, welcome. Not talking to me. Patrick says, hello everyone from Foltz Family Game Birds in Sparta, Missouri, welcome. Salvador Santiago says, hi, everybody from Puerto Rico, welcome. Erie Quail Farm says, hello from Stuart, Florida, welcome. Verna Young is a moderator, so she can delete unwanted comments. It's taken me 2 weeks to get that done, and hopefully it's a long-lasting thing, but we'll see. Buster says, hi, Verna, you've done a good job Tuesday. Verna did an interview on Katernik's Corner's YouTube channel last Tuesday. You can check it out. It was a live feed that he posted. It was very good. I listened to it on the way home from my trip this week. Angel says, hello from New Jersey. Do you keep a chart of how much a jumbo wild should weigh every week since birth, I'm assuming? I would like to follow my birds to see if they are doing well. I do. I have no idea where it's at. I've done it before. Typically, I usually do like 3 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 10 weeks. It's kind of varying now just because of how many I'm hatching out. But yeah, and it can't hurt. It'll definitely help you in the long run. Jacqueline says, I can hear you. Wonderful. Ted CG from Sweden's in the house. Welcome. Heather Cole says, Heather from Vermont. So excited for tonight's show. Thank you very much. Patrick Foltz says, you can hear me. Wonderful. J Fox Hunter says, hi from Tennessee. Welcome. We need one more like to go over the next topic. Carrie Cowherd says, hello. 38 of 50 Italian Golds. Had 2 late hatchers today, so maybe I will get another 1 or 2. Well, best of luck. It's already a pretty good hatch, so that's wonderful. Congratulations. 38 out of 50 gold. Ooh. Pen wasn't wanting to work. It's a little cold in here today. And I know that a lot of you stay tuned for the whole thing, which I really appreciate, but I am going to quickly go over each topic when I hit to the next one, and I'll be discussing how to make history all week. Plus, I'll be doing a video tomorrow on our YouTube channel as well, and Facebook. So, Heather Cole, already answered that. Erie Quail Farm says, hit the thumbs up, y'all. Absolutely, thank you. Cascade Quail says, Zach, Myshire Gold Mix, ordered 30, 22 made it to lockdown, and 16 hatched. That is not too bad. If you're still on Cascade Quail, I'd like to know what your humidity was during lockdown. 16 out of 25 gold. Well, not bad at all. Ken Taylor, there you go. Lucky 13 Quail says, Zach, I made sure to make this stream to report that 24 out of 25 of the gold eggs I got from Myshire hatched. Well, you can't beat that. I mean, I guess you could by 1, but that is phenomenal. 3 gold orders in a row. 38 out of 50, 16 out of 25, and 24 out of 25. Can't beat that. Lucky 13 Quail, you did a great job. Congratulations. Cascade Quail hatched in Portland, Oregon. You're a ways off, absolutely. Gary Gray says, hi from Central Arkansas. Welcome. Sarah says, our final numbers were 43 out of 60. Not too bad at all. Congratulations. Sarah Soderling. I hope I said that correctly. Sarah Soderling. If you're still on, if you could let me know what they were, I'll write it down just in case you're still on. But if you could let me know what you ordered, I would greatly appreciate it so I can update the records. John Garcia says hello, welcome. Taco Promotion says good day from Hallandale Beach, Florida. Welcome. Marie, Pandas will not be on the website or available to order at least until January. I'm working on a couple things and wanting to make them better, and I wasn't too happy with them. So we're revamping all of it. I'm sorry, we did get to the 90, so let's get into it real quick. Carrie Cowherd says, I want to be in Missouri, or I want to be Missouri. All right, well, let's make history. The way you could make history is go to our website at myshirefarm.com. Did not say www. Kind of did, but whatever. And then you're going to order whatever you want. Everything is on the website except for breeder sets, female sets, and jumbo whites. Well, and pandas, but the jumbo whites and the pandas will not be on the website the rest of the year because I got to get them ready for next year. But if you go to our website, you can order jumbo wilds, jumbo white wings, pearls, pansies, snowies, whatever you want, right? At checkout, you're going to use the coupon code of whatever state you're in, the abbreviation of your state. So Ohio would be OH. I feel like you guys know the abbreviation of your state, so I'm not going to go into that. But the coupon code will give you 15% off of your entire order. And our goal is to ship to 49 states. We cannot ship to Hawaii, plus Puerto Rico, all in one day. 50 boxes in one day to 50 different locations. We'll make history. You can be a part of it, and you get 15% off. So I feel like I thought it was a great promotion. I thought it was really cool. So I hope you enjoy it as well. Topic, 5 things to think about before starting your quail business. I've noticed in the past couple of weeks on our YouTube live videos, a lot of messages, a lot of voicemails, a lot of emails. A lot of people are starting to make money off of their quail. A lot of people are starting their own business or preparing to start your own business. And I thought this would be an appropriate thing. Next week, you'll want to tune in because next week's topic will be the top 5 ways to sell. And hopefully I can give you just 1 or 2 things to think about that might help you on your journey to becoming profitable. So knowledge is power. Make sure you write everything down. I did go into this in length at the beginning of the video, so if you missed it, make sure you go back and watch the first few minutes. But knowledge is power. You want to make sure you know as much as possible. I gave you some tips and tricks to do so. Space we talked about, but make sure with your knowledge that you've written down and researched and documented, you'll know what you need to make however much your goal is. Make sure you have that space available and how you're going to utilize that space. And number 3, who is your customer base? Here's the big thing. When you're going into how much money do I want to make, a lot of people make the mistake in business, not just in this, but in business in general. I just want to make money. Okay, well, you can work your butt off and work 90 hours a week, every week for an entire year, and after expenses, you made $37. Technically, you hit your goal, right? It's not a great goal. You want to know, you want specifics. I want this to be a part-time thing, or I want to see if I can make this a full-time job, or whatever the case may be, right? So let's say I want to make $500 a month profit on my quail. It's a great goal, great goal. With your knowledge, with your writing down, with your documentation, you'll be able to determine how many you need. With that being said, how are you going to sell them, right? So for example, let's just say I get 1,500 eggs a day. I don't, I get more, but let's just say I get 1,500 eggs a day. Well, in my market, I can sell eating eggs for 25 cents. I don't know what the math on that is, but I would be making a profit. Barely. Barely. Wouldn't be enough to pay for anything else other than the quail, especially not my time, right? But I would be making a little bit. Well, let's say you are in a different market. Let's say you're in New York and you can sell dozen eating eggs. You know, let's say you can sell eating eggs for 50 cents. Well, then that's different. I sell the majority of my product as hatching eggs for 50 cents to $1. That is not ever going to make me rich, but it does pay for my bills, it pays for the business, and it takes care of my family. That's all I want. I don't need to be rich. I don't need this, that, and the other. I'm happy with what I got, right? So you just got to determine what you want, right? And how you're going to sell. So who is your customer base? If it's bulk orders, you know, if you're going to sell to restaurants, businesses, if you're going to have business accounts, well, then you're probably going to be selling eating eggs. Well, you need to determine how much each egg costs you and determine what you can sell it for. Well, if I can sell 1,000 eggs a day and I can make 10 cents on each egg, well, that's a pretty good side business. I mean, that's pretty good, right? If you don't want to go that route, then, are you going to sell to the Asian market? Are you going to sell hatching eggs? Are you going to sell live birds? How are you going to sell? Are you going to sell nationwide? Well, if you are, then anybody and everybody could be your business. So you need to make everything you say needs to be general, because you're talking to so many different people, right? If you're talking to a specific group, wildlife reserves, zoos, whatever the case may be, well, then you can just customize your sales pitch to that person. If you're just gonna, have a little piece of the pie everywhere, then you've kind of got to be a chameleon. But you have to know who you're talking to. So find out who your customer base is going to be, who's going to be buying your product, and why. Why are they buying the product? Then you can customize your sales pitch for that reason, right? Okay, so once we get to, we'll say 110. Once we get to 110 likes, we'll talk about what's in a name on our topic list, but let's get back to the question and answer portion. Until then, New Caro says, Matt and Lisa Bennington from Massachusetts, welcome. A. Jones says, hi, Zach, checking in from the northeast tip of Ohio. Welcome. Stuart Dial says, howdy from College Station, Texas. Glad you are here. Frank Bellinger says, wish I needed more eggs. Absolutely, I understand that. This history is not for everybody, but you can get 15% off your order, whether it's cartons or egg scissors or eggs, hatching eggs, or I still have some teen sets available on the website. Whatever you want to do, 15% off, and you can be one of the people that we ship to make history. Wendy says, hi, Zach from Michigan. We hatched 24 from our order of golds. That is wonderful. Congratulations. Wendy Ockers, I hope I said that correctly. If you're still on, if I didn't bore you, if you could let me know out of how many you ordered, I would appreciate it. But I did write down 24 gold. Do you know any good website that sell Coturnix eggs in Europe? I do not. I'm sorry, Ted. I know you're in Sweden. Welcome. But I do not. I'm sorry. Heather Cole says, cool. I'm in for making history and to have Vermont represented. There you go. Vermont will be represented. Erie Quail Farm says, I have 39 out of 42 second-generation Myshire birds from a variety pack hatching as I type this. That is wonderful. Congratulations. Coturnix Corner says, hi, everyone. Join Zach and myself on Coturnix Corner YouTube channel on November 10th at 7 p.m. Absolutely. I'm going to write that down so I don't forget. 10th, 7 p.m. I got it. I'll be there. Mainly because I'll be part of it. Steven says, just finished putting 150 rare and variety mix on lockdown in time to catch the show. Steve Meyer, Hastings, Minnesota, wish me luck. Absolutely. Best of luck. Keep me posted, and hopefully you'll be able to join us next Sunday and let us know how the hatch goes. But best of luck. A. Jones says, nice show last week on Coturnix Corner, Verna. Absolutely. Cascade Quail, Coturnix, big fan. Glad you're linking up with Zach again. Linda Lou Bolt says, I'm in Lawrence County, Kentucky. I received my hatching eggs this week, and they arrived safe, secure, and no cracks. I'm anxious for them, and we'll let you all know how they do. Thank you. Absolutely. Best of luck. And your egg scissors that I forgot in your order will be going out Tuesday, so I apologize about that. But thanks for letting me know. Let's see. Lucky 13 Quail says, thank you, Verna. Also, great stream on Coturnix Corner. Absolutely. Stuart says, we will be there, Terry. That is great. Looking forward to seeing you all there, Coturnix Corner said. Let's see. Ash Aquarius says, I'm waiting for my eggs to come in the mail. I'm so excited for my first quail hatch. I've had chickens for years, but overlooked quail until now. Well, best of luck. I wish you the best, and keep us posted, please. Jerry Alexander said, ordered 60 Myshire Jumbo Wilds, 52 were set, 41 hatched. Should have been 48, 7 were fully developed but just did not hatch out. When that happens, I recommend that you, especially for jumbos, you increase the humidity by about 5% on about day 17, early morning day 18, and that might help those extra ones. But still, 41 out of 50 that you ordered is not bad at all. So congratulations to that. And you were our first non-gold order for the night. I sold a lot of golds 2 weeks ago. Stacy says, hello, fellow quail folks from Chesterfield, Virginia. Welcome. Ziria04 from Virginia as well. Welcome. Not talking to me. Midwest Kristen says, sorry I'm late. Hello from Central Wisconsin. Welcome. Stuart Dial says, question, I have the jumbo white wings and they are about 3 weeks old. I only have 2 that are showing the wings. Do they develop later? Not really. If you want to send me a couple pictures on my phone number there, 937-760-7282, send them to me. I'll get to them tomorrow or Tuesday. We'll take a look. If you can send me like what the whole hatch looks like, and we'll see what it looks like. Stacy Taffer says, great job Tuesday night. Verna says, Zach, you were wise with how many years experience? I don't know if I'm wise, but I sure make a lot of mistakes, that's for sure. But I'm learning from them. We did hit over 110 likes. Once we hit 120 likes, we'll go over another topic, but let's go through our topics for the week. I know this is annoying, I apologize, but bear with me, everybody. I will talk as fast as I can. Let's make history. Sorry. If you go to our website, right there, myshirefarm.com, you pick out whatever you want. Order whatever you want. Cartons, supplies, foamers, scissors, hatching eggs, teen sets, whatever you want. At checkout, you're going to use the code, the state abbreviation of wherever you live. Myshire Farm, I want to make history, and I want to ship to all 49 states, because I can't ship to Hawaii, plus Puerto Rico, all at one time. 50 boxes to 50 different places, all at one time. So 15% off is the discount. You'll get 15% off. All right, topics. 5 things to think about before starting your quail business. We've already talked about knowledge is power. Write everything down, get to know your product, get to know your quail, get to know how to raise them, what they like, what they don't like, how you can make them more productive, how much it costs. It'll pay off in the future. A business and profit is a marathon, not a sprint. Number 2 is space. Once you have this knowledge, you can determine how much space and how many quail you need to make however much money you want to make. And that will give you an idea of what you need to do. Number 3 is, who is your customer base? We went into that. It's kind of a long story. We just talked about it maybe 10 minutes ago. You can go back and watch that at the end. But mainly, once you know how much you want to make and how to get there, and once you have the space to do so, you need to determine how you're going to sell. Now, with that being said, next week you'll want to tune in because we are going to be talking about the top 5 ways to sell, which will go into who is your customer base. Number 4, what is in a name? Well, technically, Myshire Farm's name is Myshire Farm Quality Quail. Technically. I leave that off. I usually just say Myshire Farm. If I had to do it over again, I just don't think I would pick a different name, but it would have been nice. You want something catchy. You want a nice logo. You want them to be intrigued, but you want them to know what they're looking for. So if a lot of people don't know who Myshire Farm is, well, there's nothing in our logo, there's nothing in our name that talks about Coturnix quail. I don't really like that. It's a little too late to change that, and I really don't like saying Myshire Farm Myshire, what is our name? Myshire Caternix Quail Farm. I don't know, I LLC'd and trademarked like 6 different names. It's just too long. So we're stuck with Myshire Farm. I don't hate it, I like it, but your name is very important. You want it to have a cool logo. We like our logo. It's one of the first things we built when we started. So, you know, there's meaning behind that to us. It intrigues people, and they want to know more. So when you're picking a name, I see a lot of people saying Quail Farm. That's really good. That's really good. I'm not an expert. I don't have anything that says Caternix. My logo's not even a Caternix. I get it. But you want to stand out. I read a book, and it's talking about entrepreneurship and starting a business and keeping a business and blah, blah, blah. And it said that this helper, this guy makes a living by sitting down with entrepreneurs and helping them start a business plan. Great idea. A lot of people don't know how to do it. I didn't. I thought that was a cool idea. Then he said, he always asked one question. Do you want your name to stand out, or do you want your name to fit in? And a lot of people said, I want it to stand out. And they said, that's fine. But it's not necessarily the right answer. So a lot of people say, you know, I can't think of any names right now, but, you know, something Quail Farm, or something Quail Farm, something Quail Farm. That's great. It fits in. It gives them exactly what you're in it for. You know, it tells them exactly what you're doing, which is really good. Does it stand out? It might not. Is that what you want? I don't know. That's up to you. You have to determine that. But it's a really good thought process. Think about that, and that will help you. I don't have the answer for that question. I don't have any tips or tricks. But if I knew now, or if I knew then what I know now, I don't know. Myshire Farm worked for us. So I'm going to say that I wouldn't change it. But it would have been nice to have a different logo or something like that. It's hard to say. But think about that. That might help. Once we get to, oh, we already did. I'm going to finish this, and then we will get back to the questions. I promise I will not end this until I answer all of your questions, so stay with me. So, knowledge is power. Space. Who is your customer base? What is in a name, and why are you the best? What do you want to be known for? What is your trademark, right? So ask yourself this. What's mine? When you think of Myshire Farm, what do you think? Hopefully the answer will be a lot of different things. Hopefully the answers will be educational, fun. You know, we do a lot of different things that a lot of people don't do or didn't used to do. I'm very happy that of the fact that we kind of trailblazed the way to a lot of different things. YouTube, educational videos, wasn't really existent. Support team on Facebook, not really existent. I mean, there was, but not really. You know, YouTube live videos, not really existent. A channel dedicated to Caternix, not existent. Auction site for quail eggs, not existent. You know, so we do a lot of different things. Hopefully, the best product, great hatch rates, accessible, friendly, great customer service. I don't know how you would describe me. But I'm hoping that everybody would have a different answer, but those are all things that don't come naturally. I mean, you can't just, you got to do it on purpose, right? So with that being said, what do you want your foundation to be? And I'm not talking about the color or the jumbo or, because that can be a staple, You have jumbo wilds and you base everything around that and you grow from there. Sure, that makes sense, but that's not your foundation. Your foundation is, I don't know. When we started, the foundation for us was no one is going to be better at customer service and no one is going to try harder than us to give you the best product possible. And no one will consistently try to give you the best hatch rate ever. Now, do we succeed at all those? I don't know, that's a difference of opinion. But I don't know if you would say we do. I think we do. The reason I think that is because I'm the only one that you talk to. Whether it's on eBay or email or text or YouTube or Facebook, I handle all customers unless you actually email Jenna, which some people do. I don't know how they get her email address. I mean, I've given it out. Anyways, that's a small portion, but I handle 99% of customers, right? And I get with you in a fairly timely manner. Not as good as I used to, but I do the best I could. I do try to give you the best customer service. I do try every day to do something a little bit better in this barn and to learn a little bit more so that I can help you. And I do try to give you the best hatch rate possible, which is a lot of moving around, a lot of documenting, a lot of this, that, and the other. So, yeah, I think I succeed at that because I spend 7 days a week, all year long, doing it every day. Sometimes 18 hours a day, sometimes, this past week we went on vacation, so it was more like an hour a day. Checking in, doing this, doing that. But we went on vacation, so it was a short amount of time. This week, it's going to be 15, 18-hour days all week. I got to get caught up. That's okay. I want to do it. Those are my foundations. I'm not backing away from those foundations. So I know that was a very long answer. I know that it was blah, blah, blah. But what is your foundation? And that goes for any business. What do you want to be known for? So I hope you like those topics. Again, help me make history. Go to our website. The coupon code that you want to use on whatever you want to order is the abbreviation of your state, and you get 15% off. We're going to try to ship to 49 states. Can't ship to Hawaii and Puerto Rico. We're going to ship to Puerto Rico and 49 states, not Hawaii, and try to do it all at one time. 50 different boxes, 50 locations. Let's make history. The coupon code is for 15% off. And sorry, I was reading. The coupon code is for 15% off, and the coupon code is the abbreviation of your state. All right, let's get busy. Frank says, hey, Zach, upstate New York, what are your 3 to 5 most important things to keep track of for good business? Very good question. What are your 3 to 5 most important things to keep track of? I will do a topic on that, but I'm going to give you just a couple off the top of my head real quick. Age. I want to know when everything was born, when everything went into the cages, so time frame. Weight. Egg count on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. And then you can kind of see when it starts to drop off as far as that goes. Expenses. Got to keep track of that. There's a couple to start. That's off the top of my head. Hopefully that answered. If you want something else, please feel free to ask. David Gilmore says, hello, Zach from Idaho Falls, Idaho. Welcome. Brian French is in the house. Welcome. from Lisbon, Ohio, just won some eggs on the auctions. I absolutely. Congratulations, and I will get them ready this week for you. But congratulations on the win. Patrick says, when you start a farm-based business at home, how many of your personal bills, like mortgage, electric bill, would you use as the farm overhead? It's a very good question. We are in a different state. Well, I don't want to use state. We're in a different place now than when we were. But starting a business, our goal was, our first goal was, we're going to track all the expenses concerning quail. So we're going to look back at the last 3 electric bills and see what the next 3 months are and see what the difference is. How much is it costing us in electric to raise quail? We have well water, so we don't have a water bill. You know, supplies, gas, you know, travel, time. We're going to put all that down. We're going to find out how much it costs us. And our first goal is that the quail pay for themselves and give us enough to go out to eat once a week. That was our original goal. Then it started getting bigger, and we said, okay, we're going to have the quail pay for half of our bills. That's our next goal. You know, cell phone, internet, the entire electric bill, whatever the case may be. We're going to have our quail pay for half of our bills. And then you just kind of keep moving on from there, is kind of what we did. I hope that answered. If I didn't, please re-ask, and I will try to do better. Christopher is in the house from Davila, Texas. Welcome. Midwest Kristen says, hello from Wisconsin. Welcome. David Gilmore says, it'll be 7 degrees tonight. My quail are in an uninsulated garage. How cold is too cold for eggs to remain fertile? Very good question. 7 degrees is not ideal. They are inside, so it's not going to be like windy on them. But yeah, I collect every day all year long. Like, eggs are collected daily here. But during the winter months, I typically collect twice a day. So for example, tomorrow morning, I'm going to collect the eggs. And then, you know, how would I say that? Tomorrow, I'm going to collect the eggs and ship out. And then at the end of the day, before I leave the barn, I'm going to collect all the eggs again for Tuesday's orders so that they're in my foamers, staying warm and not cold, and in more controlled environment. So during the winter, I collect twice a day. Best rule of thumb is to collect when you turn the lights on in the morning and when you turn the lights off. I mean, there's not much more you can do as far as that goes. Very good question, though. Midwest Kristen says, can we ask non-related questions, or does it need to be business related? No. Midwest Kristen, absolutely. Anything concerning Coturnix quail or the business or colors or whatever. Anything that I can help with. Erie Quail Farm says, help, Zach. I'm drowning in eggs. Can you give some ideas on alternative uses for them as a small business? We will be talking about that next week. We have actually, the best idea is on our YouTube channel, Myshire Farm. We have a couple sales videos, marketing videos, and that goes into how you can sell them. There's no such thing as a wasted egg here. When we started out, you know, you got to start your business. It's not just all, you know, it's not like you're going to sell out every day. You got to have you know, you just got to take your bumps along the way. So you could do giveaways. You can box a ton of eggs up and take them to local businesses, local grocery stores. Are you making any money off of them? No. Are you losing money? Well, yes, you're paying for the eggs and you're not selling the eggs, and you're losing money on the cartons that you're going to be using, and the time and the energy and the gas. I get all that. But Every business should put a lot of money into marketing. That is your lot of money into marketing. There's no problem giving them away, as long as they know you should try these because they're amazing, they're healthy for you, they're going to sell out in your restaurant, they're going to sell out in your grocery store. Try these out for free. Here's my business card, and then follow up. Always follow up. They will not call you, they will not contact you, you call back. So here's a free, 3 cartons of eggs that you can give away to customers and get their feedback. All I need is a number to call you in a week to see how it went from my records. You got to be a little pushy on that. And all of a sudden, one corporate account, you're not drowning in eggs anymore. So keep that in mind. For Shizzle Farm is in the house. I'm late but hi from Washington State. Welcome. Chad says Northwest Indiana is in the house. Welcome. Megan Pryor, sex-linked gene works with Egyptian males over jumbo wild hens, right? Sex-links is Egyptian males over wild hens. That is correct. So what happens with subsequent chicks? Will the wild males over the Egyptian hens produce the same outcome with? No. The sex links only work when the Roo gene is the male. So Autumn Amber males over Italian hens is sex linked. Egyptian males over Pharaoh hens is sex linked. Pharaoh males over Egyptian females just produces 50-50. Lisa says, what is your favorite way to eat quail? We've only had their eggs, which are delicious scrambled. We haven't had their meat yet. How do you recommend you cook them? We grill out majority of the time. So grilling out is perfect for us. We've made it a couple different ways, but I like grilling out more than anything else. Ellen's Edge from Miamisburg, Ohio. I'm in Miamisburg, Ohio. Welcome. Midwest Kristen says, what's the definition of some of the words you use for the colors? Like, what is pansy? What is fee? Is that the color or the pattern? Well, good question. Pansy would be the color and pattern. Fee would be the gene. So it really depends on what color. I would strongly recommend to go to our YouTube channel, Myshire Farm, go to the main page, go to the playlist. Under the playlist, there's a playlist called All About the Colors, and I'm breaking down each one of them. So as far as, let's see. Yeah, see, jumbo wilds. Well, the name is derived by their weight, their class. So jumbo. Our golds would be the color. I'm trying to think. Fab Fee would be because it has the Fee gene in it. So everything really just changes. I'm sorry. I wish I had a better answer for you. Not talking to me. Frank says, I guarantee someone orders eggs using a state's abbreviation that they don't live in. Well, that's okay. I was going to do only one person per state, but it would be interesting because on my website I can see who orders as far as the codes go. So I can see what states we still need, what states we don't need, and that's okay. I think that as far as my clientele or customer base, you guys, you have been very generous and helpful and been very supportive. And so 15% off discount, you guys deserve anyway. And this way it's fun, we're making history, and you get a 15% discount. If you guys don't know, if you showed up late, we're making history. Go to our website, myshirefarm.com. Order whatever you want. At checkout, use the coupon code, the state that you live in, their abbreviation, not all of that. The coupon code is the abbreviation of the state that you live in. So Ohio would be OH, Minnesota would be MN, Texas would be TX, whatever. You're going to get 15% off, and we're going to try to ship to 49 states plus Puerto Rico and ship to 50 different locations at one time. So it'd be a lot of fun. Sandra says, hi, Zach from Connecticut. Love to hear about that 50% off. I was planning on ordering from you guys this week. Thanks for the extra motivation. There you go. From Connecticut. So it looks like we got Connecticut in the house. Bill says Arkansas in the house. Welcome. Reddy from Omaha, Nebraska. Welcome. Alvin from Georgia is in the house. Welcome. Central Blue Diamond from Orlando, Florida is in the house. Welcome. Ken Taylor says, how long should I wait after introducing roosters to hens before attempting a new hatch? You can do as little as 3 days. I recommend 7. It can't hurt, but if you're just trying to hatch them for yourself, I'd start collecting it at day 3. If you're shipping them out, I don't recommend that. I recommend you waiting 7 days. But if you're hatching for yourself, 3 days usually does the trick. 3 is a little iffy. 5 would be safe. 7 for sure. I feel like that's a good answer. Keu and Tran. I hope I said that correctly. I'm very sorry if I didn't. But says hello. Hello. Jessica Bruss from Iowa. Welcome. Ariel from South Florida is in the house. Welcome. Connie says, Larry and Connie from Summerville, Alabama. Roll Tide. There you go. I don't know about Roll Tide, but I'm still happy you're here from Alabama. Rose Cold Rake Heather from Northeast Ohio. Holy cow, I said that all really fast and did not mess up. I always would mess up that name. Cascade Quail says, my humidity at lockdown was 70%. I believe you were the 16 and 25, 70%. Hopefully you're still on. Cascade Quail. What state are you in? Dig-A-Kit says, High Hopes Farm from Maine is here. Let's make history. Absolutely. High Hopes Farm. That's a great name. That's a great name. Jimmy Pond says, makes me want to order. Alabama's in the house. Welcome. We would love for you to do so. We'd love for you to be part of our history-making process. Rhoda Lynn from California. Welcome. Carrie says, what day are the eggs going to be shipped? As far as the history goes, probably Monday of next week. I'll probably do the contest through Saturday, give everybody an update on Sunday, ship them out on Monday. They'll still be same day, 1 or 2 days collected. Since I'm trying to do this, it'll probably be 1 or 2 days depending on what everybody orders. I get a lot of eggs right now though. And I have canceled my corporate orders for the week so I could do this contest before it gets colder. So I thought that was a cool idea as well. And I kind of planned for this. Probably next Monday, this coupon code will go through Saturday. And then I'll announce it on Sunday how we did. And then I'll ship out on Monday next week. If we have multiple states that do it, I tell you what, if you want to order, in the notes section, let me know if you just want them out as soon as possible or you want to be part of the history thing. Now, obviously, if I only get one person from Alabama, then I need to wait until next Monday so we can make the history, right? But if I have 3 people from Alabama and you're one of them and you say, I just want them as fast as possible, then I'll ship them out sooner. But if you want to be part of the history, then we'll make it happen. That answers that. Erie Quail Farm says, what do you use to identify individual birds? A lot of different things. We've used zip ties. We've ordered from eBay the little, leg bands for quail. You can find them on eBay or Amazon. We've done nail polish down the back, nail polish on the feet. A couple different things. We've done a lot. Heidi says, Wisconsin here, welcome. We are pretty cold. How would hatch rate be affected with mailed eggs this time of year? Well, it's been cold for a couple weeks now, and we just got a 24 out of 25 hatch unshipped, 41 out of 50, 24 out of 25, 38 out of 50, 43 out of 50, 16 out of 25, and that's just so far this week. It's not the... We have a really good process here, so the cold really doesn't affect them. Doesn't mean that it couldn't, but we have a pretty good process. Our foamers are specifically made to insulate the eggs. We collect them multiple times a day, especially when it's cold out, so they don't get cold. And we ship same day. And we've got a really good, relationship with the post office, so they usually get them out of our post office very quickly. Kyle the Floridian, I said that right. Kyle the Floridian, I'm going to say Floridian. Kyle the Floridian says, our quail keep hurting each other. Our quail keep hurting each other. What should we do about it? That is a very hard question to answer without knowing a lot more. Make sure you have a good ratio. We recommend 5 hens to every 1 male. Make sure that you have a good square foot. We recommend 3.5 quail per square foot for non-jumbo, 3 quail per square foot for jumbo. Make sure they have enough food and water at all times. Make sure that, I always recommend that they have multiple cups for water, multiple sources for water, so they're not all together. A very large area for feed, so they're not getting all over each other. Those would be my first recommendations. Michael says, hello from Panama, Republic of Panama. Very cool. Welcome. Miss Nebula City? Hope I said that right. Hi, Zach. Is it possible you could tell those of us interested in the genetic side of quail how you know what colors we produced from a given combination of parents? How you know what colors? Well, a lot of research, a lot of documentation, a lot of communication with other breeders. Well, that's mainly how I know. I don't know if that's the answer you wanted, but it's the best I got. Sorry. Sarah says, still on. 43 out of 60 feather sexable mix. 53 made it to lockdown. Humidity at 65. If you could, I know you're still in lockdown. Sarah, if you're still in lockdown, bump that up to 75%, and I bet you're going to have 5 or 6 more hatch in the next day or two. So best of luck. But still, 43 out of 60 you got, 43 out of 50 you ordered is not bad at all. Feather sexable. Wonderful. Congratulations. You did all the work. Midwest Kristen says, can we order less than 25 somehow? I would like around 25, but I want different colors. I don't want 25 of each. We do have a couple mixes on there. We have a variety choice where you get multiple colors. We have a feather sexable mix, which is 5 or 6 different colors, but all feather sexable, which is really cool. We have a rare mix, and there you go. Yeah, so we have 3 different types of varieties that you can choose from where you're getting multiple colors. If that does not answer your question or you want something different, please let me know. Hopefully you're still on and I did not bore you to death. I really hate talking this long because I feel like people just want their questions answered and I just ramble on and on, so I apologize. Mike from Dawsonville, Georgia. Hey, Zach, question. Do you use a jumbo white male in order to create any fun color? I know you use white females over colored males to create tuxedos. Any use for white males? Yes. To create pandas, you want white males. So, yeah. White males can serve a purpose as well. Reuven Etienne. I really hope I said that correctly. I apologize if I didn't. Southeast Idaho in the house. Welcome. Carrie Cowherd says, done. Got some sparklies this time. Excited to represent Missouri. Missouri is on the board. Welcome. I would love to know if you guys are planning on ordering. If you did, let me know if you're ordering or if you already did and what state you're in. That's always a lot of fun as well. But Carrie, you must be the first one, so congratulations. Thank you. A. Jones says, question, would it be unhealthy to regulate the hen's egg laying pattern this winter by having them on 14 hours of light for about 4 weeks, then cut back to 10 hours for 3 weeks, then back to 14? I don't recommend it. They really don't do well with the change like that, especially because the weather's changing as well. The cold they don't like anyway. I feel like that's too much change. If you want them to slow down, I would recommend just going to maybe 10 or 11 hours of light a day. They won't all be productive, but you won't be stressing them out. I hope that answers. If you need more, if anybody needs any more clarification on any answer that I give, please feel free to let me know. Christopher says, what if more than one person buys from the state? Do all of them get the code discount, or is it only the good for one customer? No, I thought about this. I've been planning this for a couple weeks now. And anybody that wants to use it is available to use it. Yes, and you can use it all week long. You can use it as many times as you'd like. It goes through Saturday at midnight. I will give everybody the details on Sunday. If I'm short a couple of states, I will probably do a couple posts on Facebook or YouTube this week to let everyone know what we need. But I would love to do all 50 places. I can't say states because of Hawaii. Dang you, Hawaii. But I'd love to do all 50 locations all at one time. Again, if you do order on our website and want to be part of the history, in the notes section say wait to ship for the history. If you don't care and just want the 15% off discount, that is completely okay. In the notes, you can just put ship as soon as possible. Ship ASAP, and I will do the best that I can. Val's Homestead is in the house from the UK. Welcome. Erie Quail Farm. Oh, dear God. Hold on. Oh. Got it. Erie Quail Farm says, how do you keep track of the date eggs are laid? Do they make food safe markers to write dates on? I ship every day, or I use them for our corporate accounts on Thursday, Fridays to ship. So, for our corporate accounts. Gosh darn it. What do I keep doing? How do you keep track of the date eggs are laid? Yeah, I use them every day and get them out of. The goal is to get every egg out of my barn daily, unless it's the corporate accounts, and then we collect, and that's a different story. But I would have, if you're not going to be doing that, maybe have a different divider. You know, if you're just doing a basket, maybe. I would spend the $5 and go to the Dollar General store and get 7 different baskets color-coded, or you can label them, and these eggs are Mondays, these eggs are Tuesdays, these eggs are Wednesdays, or whatever the case may be. Wilton McKenzie says, hello, I believe. Welcome. Rebecca says, I agree with Midwest Kristen. I don't know what about, but that's good. Ellen's Edge says, stupid question, what's lockdown? Not a stupid question. So hatching eggs need to go into the incubator because quail are too domesticated, for the most part, to hatch their own eggs. So you collect the eggs, you put them in the incubator. For 14 days, they go up and down. And then on day 15, the morning of day 15, you put them into lockdown. That could be the same area, but they no longer turn, and you increase the humidity. I would watch, if you're interested in Coturnix quail, Ellen's Edge, and hopefully you're still on, I would go to our YouTube channel, Myshire Farm, go to the playlist, and go to the playlist called The Hatching Process. That will give you a lot of great beginner information. Rebecca says, can we have a price per egg and availability chart like... Yeah, I was looking for something else, but it didn't. Can we have a price per egg and availability chart? It is all on our website. Our eggs range from 50 cents to $1. I would say majority are 50 cents. SSCs, GPCs, Scarlets, Tibetans, Tuxedos, Rosettas, Golds, Feather Sexable Mix, Variety Choice. I'm sure I'm missing a lot. Then we have our rare colors, Pansy, Sparkly, Fab Fee, Pearl, Snowy, Growl Fee. Then we've got our jumbo eggs, and our jumbo Egyptians and our jumbo whites are 50 cents. Our jumbo white wings and our jumbo wilds are 60 cents each. But everything is on the website. Probably bored a lot of people with that and probably confused you more. Sorry. Zaria04 says, lockdown is the time, day 14 or day 15. If you take eggs off the turners, place the incubator, and add water, you add to increase and keep humidity up, and then you shut it and don't open till hatch. That is wonderful. Great explanation. Much better than what I did. Verna says, mine go into lockdown Saturday on Halloween. Very cool. Not talking to me. Wendy says, we order 25 golds, 24 hatched. I really hope you're still on. Wendy, if you're still on, did you give me those numbers already? Because I have a 24 out of 25 gold. I wrote it down, but I put it to the side. If you've already given that to me today, please let me know if you're still on. But still, fantastic hatch. That's phenomenal. You did a great job. In case anybody's new, again, I don't want to bore people. I'm very sorry. I'll talk very fast. Number one, if you like this video, if you find it entertaining, if you find it educational, whatever the case may be, please hit that like button. Support our channel. I'd really appreciate it. It doesn't cost anything. It's just one little hit. If you don't like it, if you don't like me, whatever, hit the thumbs down button. Feel free to let me know why you don't like me. I'm fine with that. I would just like to know. With that being said, we're making history this week. If you go to our website, myshirefarm.com, you go and order whatever you want. At checkout, use the coupon code, the abbreviation of whatever state you're in. Not all that, it's just the abbreviation of the state. Ohio would be OH, whatever. You get 15% off of whatever order, and we're gonna try to ship to 49 states because I can't ship to Hawaii, makes me really mad, and we're gonna ship to Puerto Rico. So 50 boxes, 50 different locations, all at one time, never been done. Super excited about it, and we already have, crap. Where was she from? Missouri? Pretty sure it was Missouri. Yes. Missouri is represented. So there's that. Blue Sky Farm Tuxedo, like the name. Just placed my order from North Carolina and won one of your auctions. That's great. Congratulations. I'm going to write these down to see what we got by the end of the day. Missouri, North Carolina. 2 down, 48 to go. Deleted, not talking to me. Ellen's Edge says, Iris Quail Farm, thank you. Lucky13 Quail says, I'll be grabbing some more gold eggs with the code. I ordered the jumbos yesterday, just missed it on that one, LOL. That is all right, thank you. Ben Arnold says, we are excited to be part of making history. Thank you guys, we just ordered our first jumbos. That's great, congratulations. Ben, if you are still on and I have not bored the living daylights out of you, let me know what state you're in. I'd love to write it down. Rebecca says 50 eggs. Price is like, example, $1 each, and I want 25 fee and 5 of each of the other of another couple I choose. Would that be possible? So that I pay for what I choose and not just a random mix. That would be thumbs up. I did not. 50 eggs price is like example $1 each, and I want 25 fee and 5 of each of another couple. Got it. Okay. How would we do that? I tell you what. Yes, Rebecca Burdett, I will do that. Go ahead and order just the 50 fab fees. In the notes, write down what you want. And just so there's no miscommunication, Once that's done, please text me at my number, 937-760-7282, and let me know so that when I put it on the ship list, I don't miss it. I usually am really good at checking notes, but that would be the best way to do it. Plus, you get your discount. So yeah, go ahead and go to the website, order just 50 fab fees, because that's the majority of them anyway. And then in a note, say I want 20 fab fee and 5 of each of the other rares, whatever the case may be. And then just text me on my phone number, 937-760-7282. And I will make sure that it gets done. Erie Quail Farm, correct. Unknown Drifter says, do you sell incubators? We do not. Katernik's Corner, YouTube, has a great video on how to build your own. I am not very familiar with store-bought incubators, but I would strongly, well, somebody on here can let them know what you recommend. I strongly suggest you go to Facebook, go to the group Newbie Quail Lovers. Join that group and post the question, what's the best incubator for the best price, or whatever the case may be. And there's over 14,000 people on there that will be happy to guide you in the right direction with a bunch, with a bunch of answers from personal experience. So Facebook, Newbie Quail Lovers, post on there. You'll get a lot of advice. Unfortunately, we build our own, not very familiar with them. Rhodolyn says, can we purchase now using the coupon but request for delivery later, like in a month? That would be fine. Just put that in the notes. Feather and Greens, Feathers and Green. Feathers and Greens, Feathers and Greens. Got 60 eggs. Ordered 50 on Friday evening. Thank you. Set them Saturday noon. Anxiously waiting. Done chickens before. First time for quails. Very excited. That's great. Best of luck. And hopefully you'll be able to join us in 2 weeks and let us know you had a great hatch rate. So best of luck. Jennifer A. says, hi from Harrington, Maine. Welcome. My hens that hatched back around 9/11 have started laying. Woohoo! I think that's how you meant it. Woohoo! Getting over 20 eggs per day so far out of 36 females that hatched. Not bad at all. Congratulations. That is great. Congratulations. Ashwin, what breed should I get from your website to start with quail? If you're starting with quail, I would recommend either jumbos, jumbo wilds, or jumbo. Yeah, I would either recommend jumbo wilds or a feather sexable mix, because that'll give you multiple colors, including some jumbos. I would probably recommend the feather sexable mix, because then you're going to get a multitude of colors, which is always fun, but they're all feather sexable, which is a great way to start. John Freehand says, hi from Long Island, New York. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Gary Crawford says, hello from Franklin, North Carolina. Loving the show. Thank you very much. Aaron says, oh dear God. Aaron Royster says, don't know if my question went through. Bad service area. How to sex Italians and best percentage feed for 10-week-old birds. Thanks, Zach. Hopefully you're still on. I did not see that question before. I apologize if I missed it. Italians are feather sexable. I did do a video on our YouTube channel, Myshire Farm, under the playlist, all about the colors, and it's all about the golds. And it shows you the difference between male and female and how to sex them. But they are feather sexable, and the best percentage, I'm assuming the best, you're talking about protein feed. The best percentage of protein feed is between 15 and 18%, I believe, after 10 weeks. That's what that's what I think. Ashwin says, what breed should I get from your website to start with quail? Did I already answer that, or did somebody else ask that? Oh, you asked twice. I did already answer. There you go. Oh my God, I'm fat fingering a bunch of stuff. Matthew Whittle. Whoa. That went dry fast. Sorry. All right. Matthew Whittle says, I went and got feed yesterday and didn't realize it was medicated until I had already dumped it in my feed barrel and mixed the old on top of it. Would it be a problem to feed it or just throw it out? No, go ahead and feed it. It's not going to hurt anything. It's not going to hurt anything. I don't feed them medicated, but I wouldn't waste money. I wouldn't do it. George Moore says, just had a hatch last week. What? Just had a hatch. Last we had a 95% hatch. I sure do like it. I got a free into now and really does it like it too. What? Just had a hatch last week. We had a 95% hatch. That is phenomenal. I sure do like it. I got someone else into it now, and he really likes it too. Well, that's great. Congratulations. George Moore, if by chance they were mine, if you could let me know what you ordered, I will be happy to write that down. But either way, whether they're from me or you or somebody else, 95%, that's phenomenal. So congratulations. Frank says, when does the 15% sale start? It started today. I did it before the video. It's on there now. Inome Wolf. I don't know if I said that right. Hope I did. Hello from Arizona. Welcome. Hatched my first home-laid chicks last week. They were out of my Myshire birds, and they are doing fantastic. That's great. Congratulations. That is very exciting. Kasumi Rose says, I'm here. I'm late. I'm here. Well, thank you for joining. What breed should I get from your website to start with? It's really whatever you want. The top 4 I recommend, top 5 I recommend would be Jumbo Wilds, Feather Sexable Mix, Variety Choice, Rare Mix, SSCs, the Schofield Silvers I love, and the Germans, the German Pastel Collection I love. Can't go wrong with anything, really. YRB says, tax question. Oh boy. Follow the IRS guide on home business deductions. Be careful, as they can be a flag for an audit. Yes, they can. Yes. Question. Will you be breeding Celadon Coturnix? We do. We do not offer them to the public, and I don't know when I will. I would not hold my breath. Quail Ma'am says, question, what would be considered the average daily upkeep cost per bird? That really varies to everybody. I would say if you're going to include then you got to include supplies. You really should be under 15 cents. 15 cents is high. You should really be under 15 cents an egg. Mark Bryan says, hi, Zach. I received the 120 eggs from the contest in perfect condition. I'll let you know when they hatch. They are nice size eggs. Thank you again. Wonderful. Mark Bryant was our winner a couple weeks ago for the contest. Congratulations. Thanks for being here. Aaron says, love when you and Coturnix Corner collab. We will be doing so on November 10th at 7 p.m. on his Coturnix Corner YouTube channel. Bob White, welcome back, says hello from Birmingham, New York. Started building greenhouse number 2 to make room for grow out quail. Greenhouse number 1 is full of breeders. Thanks for the lessons you have shared. Wonderful. Best of luck to you. Quail Keeper says hi from Southeast Texas. We hatched Myshire shipped eggs this past week. About 64% hatch rate, which was great. They were Italian, SSC, Scarlet, Tux, and Snowy. That's wonderful. Congratulations. I will write that down. 64%. Wow, my eyes. Congratulations. That was deleted. A lot of deletes tonight. Rich Jenkins says, make your name catchy, use the name over and over. Absolutely. Zach, what do you think? Gilmore Gourmet Quail. I think that's great. Gilmore Gourmet Quail. I like it. I think it's catchy. And I think that I'm pretty sure exactly I know what you're wanting to do with them. So I think that's great. And I think that it shows it's classy would be the first thing that comes to mind. That would be my first thought. It's a classy name. Very cool. Quail Keeper says quail. Quick question. Quick question. Quick quail question. Are the snowy chicks the ones which are plain yellow with a slight darker back? This area looks a little like a light gray patch. Yes, those would be. They can come in different forms, but yeah, that looks like you're describing snowy. Erie Quail Farm says, question, how do you feel about people starting quail businesses with birds from you? I don't mind. Yeah, I mean, there's got to be some decency with that, you know? Like, you can't say they're Myshire quail, because they're not. You got them from Myshire, but you know, you don't have the exact same program as I do as far as breeding goes. But yeah, I don't mind that, and I don't mind you saying they, you know, came from Myshire Farm or whatever the case may be. Just there's got to, you know, as long as it's done correctly, then yes. Better than buffalo wings, quail. LOL. Offer up to anyone. There's a business name. Unknown Drifter says, could you use your logo as is, then go belong the farm name, below the farm name, and put maybe home of the Caternix quail or something like that. We can. We've actually changed our little logo. Oh, mother of God. Sorry. We've actually changed our logo a couple different times. But yes, I am going to be doing this at the beginning of the year where it's going to be sitting right underneath it. So it'll say Myshire Farm and the little slogan will be about quail. But yeah. Let's see. Erie Quail Farm says, just put some quail on top of the Shire in the logo. We've thought about it. We've got some things in the works. I'm just going to announce it in January. Hey, Olivia, we all need to be... Oh, not talking to me. When I think of Myshire Farm, I think of super friendly and responsive people, huge variety, best prices, and healthy quail. Well, that's wonderful. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. We got to move some things around because I am running out of battery. I'm at 9%. So I'm going to answer a couple more questions. Then I'm going to go get my charger, plug it in, and then I'm just going to have to hold it. So give me a couple more. I'll answer a couple more. Let's see. Carrie says, I think quality, customer service, and education when I think of Myshire. Well, thank you very much. Unknown Drifter says, keep up the great work, guys. Thank you. Ashwin says, what breed... Oh, I answered that. Sandra says, Zach, I give you a CO. I don't know what that means, but thanks, I guess. I hope. Val's Home says you would make history if you got some from me, or some to me. Yeah, I don't know if that's the best history I want to make right now, though. Ziria04 says, with Hatch Poultry giving its quail right to Empire and... With Hatch Poultry giving its quail rights to Empire in Canada, do you think you'll be getting an increase in orders now? If so, are you ready for that? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry. I don't know anything about that. No, I don't. Hatch Poultry hasn't. As far as I know, they just started in like March or April or May. Just been for a couple of months. I don't know anything about that. If you want to let me know more, I might be able to help you answer that, but I don't know. Ashwin, so far most people start with jumbos usually. I really like the feather sexable mix when you're starting. Erie Quail Farm says, what type of customer was your first main account? What type of client is currently your best primary account? Well, I don't know who my we have a lot of logs in the fire. Everything serves a purpose, but our first main account was I guess the first main account was a corporate account that I got, that we got I passed out a bunch of free eggs to a bunch of local businesses. Never heard back. Didn't do a very good job following up. Jenna put them on Craigslist. They came and picked some up. We talked for like 2 hours, and within a week later, we signed a corporate account. And they're still a corporate account and get, I would say, because of that account, we probably have, I don't know, 50,000 eggs a year to them. Close, 44,000 eggs a year. 40 to 50,000 eggs a year to that corporate account, which was my first customer, which was pretty cool. Good question. Chad says, good question. Oh, I don't know if it was about that question, but yeah. Val's Homestead says, Verna said jumbos are usually the starter quail. If you want fun hatches with a bit of random added, the SSCs. Absolutely, I agree with that 100%. Mad Farm says, late to the party. Thanks for the 60 jumbo eggs this past week. Blessings. Glad you're here. Thank you very much. If you missed it, this will be one of the last times I mention it. We're making history. If you go to our website, myshirefarm.com, order whatever you want. At checkout, use the coupon code. It's the abbreviation of the state that you live in, or PR for Puerto Rico, and you'll get 15% off. So Ohio would be OH. If you live in California, it would be CA, so on and so forth. You're gonna get 15% off, and then we're gonna try to make history and ship 50 different boxes to 50 different locations all at one time. And we're gonna try to make history. So that's what's going on with that. I unfortunately am going to have to move this before the phone dies. So if you give me just a minute, I will get to your questions. I got to move everything around and I have to unplug my mic. So I'm going to talk for just a second with my mic undone to make sure you can hear me. If you can, please let me know right away. I will watch for the comments here. Can you hear me now? Was that Sprint back in the day or Verizon? I don't remember. But can you hear me now? Yes, barely. Okay, I will talk a little bit louder and I will get a little bit closer. Speak louder. I'm trying. Can you hear me? I'm gonna say it one more. Can you hear me? Loud and clear. Okay, I will talk loud, even though it's gonna kill my voice. I'm gonna go get the charger real quick. Give me just a second. If I annoy you, if you hate me, if you don't like what I have to say, please hit the thumb down button. But if you like it, if you're learning, please hit that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. I will be right back. Of course. Okay. Hi, I'm very sorry. We're moving all kinds of stuff around. Whew. Wow, made it just in time at 1%. It was at 9% when I checked just a minute ago. Okay, so if by chance the charger's not working or I'm draining more battery than what I should, if I did not answer one of your questions and it dies on me, feel free to text me at 937-760-7282 and I will try to help, but hopefully the charge works and I will get to all your questions real quick. Oh, I'm at 7% already. That was fast. Okay, so, oh, not that you guys care. One or two of you might care. I'm just gonna tell you now. I ordered a new phone. It is 5G. It will be here October 31st through November 5th. And it is 520 gigabytes. I don't really know what that means, but it's a lot bigger than what my phone is now. It's new, so it's on the way, and it's got a better camera, better video, better quality, and I talked him down to not making me pay a lot. So it's on the way. I'll have a much better video. My battery will not die as quickly, so just be patient with me on that. All right, Quail Ma'am says, question, how long did it take y'all to start turning a profit? Depends on what you mean. It took us, well, once we started selling. Now, granted, we had been raising quail for about a year before we even started selling. But once we started selling, it took about 3 months for the quail to pay for themselves. And then the quail paid for themselves and or upgrades. You know, more cages, incubator, more space, better feed, whatever the case may be, for years. So that's a hard question to answer. It took years to make a profit, but it also took years to get everything in line as well. I hope that answers it. If you need more detail or have more questions, feel free to ask. Alan Malone says, hey, Zach, watching in Liverpool, UK. Me and my brother-in-law were talking, and we would like to donate 100 eggs for a UK competition if you would like to run one. I would be happy to. Why don't you go ahead and message me. You can message me on WhatsApp, 937-760-7282. We'll try to work something out. 937-760-7282. And we will see what we can do. Let's see. How many Conturnix did you start out with in the beginning? This is from Quail Ma'am. I think it was like 20 live quail is what we started with. And then we ordered a box of SSCs. David Stump says, hi, Myshire, I'm late. That's okay. I'm glad you showed up. Thank you very much. Rachel says, what do you find to be the best male-female ratio per cage for fertility? I recommend a 5 to 1. It's going to keep your hens good and keep your fertility rate around 85 to 90%. 4 to 1 is okay, but your hens are going to be beat up a little bit. If you do a 6 to 1, your fertility will drop to about 60% on average. And if you go to a 3 to 1, your hens are not going to be very productive, and they'll get beat up pretty quick. Alan says, our pleasure. Oh, not talking to me, bro. Val's Homesteads in the UK. Yeah, if we want to do a contest together, we can do. I'm completely down. So get with me on WhatsApp or text or something, and we'll make something happen. Not talking to me. Unknown Drifter says, how often do you set the eggs? And how old can a quail egg be before it's too old to set? The standard is 7 days. When we put eggs in for us, I collect for 7 days. When we ship out, they're same day or 1 day old at the most. Really depends on what you order. But we don't use anything that's over a day old at all on shipping, just in case. And I think that's why we have a really good hatch rate. And how often do we set eggs? About twice a month. Not talking to me. Frank says, make sure to wash them before you give them away. I don't know what he's talking about. Sorry. Erie Quail Farm says, question, do you have to clean, sanitize eating eggs in Ohio? I don't believe that's actually a law or a rule. It's a really good practice, though. I would really, really recommend it for eating eggs. Zeria04 says you'll wash the bloom off if you don't want that. Have you ever had a contract to breed and release to help wild population? No, we've never released Coturnix quail. They're so domesticated, I don't think that that's a good idea, as far as I go. David says, hi, David from Angola, welcome. Glad you're here. Fart Doctor said, what is the humane way to kill a quail? If somebody that's been on here could help me out, I killed a quail, I think 2 weeks ago on my live Q&A, 2 weeks ago from today. So not last week, but the week before, at the very, very end of the video. So if you fast forward all the way to the last 10 minutes, I actually go step by step and show you. That would be the best way to show you. I've had a lot of great feedback. I think it's the most humane way to do it. Erie Quail, nope, not talking to me. David Wood says mid-Missouri here, and order is just in. That is wonderful. Thank you very much, David Woods. Congratulations, and I'm glad you got the discount. Ellen's Edge says, do you sell composted quail manure? We do not sell it. We use it, but we do not sell it. David says, I started quail business. Thanks, Myshire Farm, for the help. That's great. I hope that it helps. I hope what I've said in this video and previous videos has helped you. And best of luck. Rachel Deaton says, oh, dang, LOL, Louisiana just ordered. Well, there we go. That's, Louisiana's in the house. We got Missouri, North Carolina, and Louisiana so far. Marley1 says, eggs in the incubator, Southern Illinois. That's great. Congratulations. Best of luck, and keep us posted. Hopefully you'll be able to join us in the next week or two and let us know how the hatch went. Best of luck. Nash Lauren says, Pennsylvania's in the house. Welcome. Papin Salinas says hello from Kissimmee, Florida. Welcome. Lasagna Luther says, how late is it to put in our order? I'm in Omaha, Nebraska. Excited. It is today through this coming up Saturday, so anytime. Alan, I just got your text on WhatsApp. I will get to it probably late tomorrow night or Tuesday, but I will get to it. How late is it to put in our order? You can do it anytime between now and next Saturday for the discount. You're going to go to our website, myshirefarm.com, use coupon code, your state's abbreviation, whatever that is. Ow. I think a fly or a gnat just went into my eye. That's gross. So, Ohio, Nebraska would be NE. It'll give you 15% off whatever you order. And yeah, if you want to wait and be part of the history, you'll just put in the notes, history, and I'll know to wait. If you just want it as soon as possible, you can just put ASAP, and I'll know what that means. So best of luck. And if you order while we're still on, let me know, and I'll write it down, and we'll tally it before we get off. David Gilmore says, Zach, can you please explain raising the humidity for jumbo wilds for lockdown? Well, you want to raise... I'm sorry. I know it's gross, but that really irritated me. You want to raise the humidity at lockdown because it softens the egg. You want the egg to soften so that the chick can break through. If you're stuck in a really tiny place, you don't have a lot of strength behind you to push out, right? So you need the egg to be soft as possible. Now, if the humidity gets too high, like let's say 90% humidity, you could drown them in the egg, so that's not good. But you want to have the highest humidity possible so that the egg is soft enough where they can peck their beak through and open up the egg. So with the larger the egg, the higher the humidity, right? So sometimes jumbo wilds, the really large eggs, will take a little bit more time. They might hatch on day 19 or 20, and they'll need a little bit more humidity to soften the overall egg. So I hope that explains it. David Gilmore, if I did not, please let me know. Cascade Quail says, I'm in Portland, Oregon. You asked about my humidity at lockdown. When I gave you my hatch rates for my Myshire Gold, it was 70% in Oregon. You know, if they're still in there, I'd like you to keep them in there for maybe 2 more days and raise it to 75% and see if any more hatch. You still had a pretty good hatch rate, but thank you for letting me know. Thanks for still being on here. I really appreciate it. I don't know what's going on. Verna's doing a good job, isn't she, everybody? We've had some, well, we've had some difficulties, but she's kept it under control the whole night. Great job, Verna. Raymond Felton says, hello, Zach. Welcome. Hello. Carrie Poe says, hi from Sharpsburg, Kentucky. Welcome. Raymond Felton says, this is Ray from Riverside, California. Do you have any white jumbo eggs for sale? I do not. I will not have them for the rest of the year as I have to get ready for next year. They've pretty much been off or out of stock for almost the whole year. I can't keep them in stock. So I've decided to shut them down the rest of the year. And I am going to have about quadruple the amount I do now by January. So hopefully that won't be an issue. I did the jumbo wilds first. I already have quadruple of what I started with at the beginning of the year. And now it is on our way to whites and white wings. All right. Amelia Richter says, I've got some in the incubator from you in lockdown, and 25 to 30 went developed great. Should be hatching soon. That is wonderful. Best of luck. And you are a winner of the auction today. So congratulations. Carrie Cowherd says, I used the code to make history. I just need to know to make sure my incubator was ready. That is wonderful, Carrie Cowherd. I'm sure you said at the beginning, but if you want to let me know where you are at, what state you're in, I will write that down. Best of luck. You can call me Neb. I would appreciate it. Oh, I'm Sherry. Okay, on Facebook though. All right, I will call you Neb though, but welcome. I think we spoke today. Well, we didn't speak. I think we texted back and forth today. Where? Anyways, I'm sorry. That wasn't towards you. That was a notification I got. Jason Cummings said, hey Zach, you rock. Can you tell me when I can farm pick up some jumbo eggs? If you want to order, farm pickup. If you want to text me at 937-760-7282. Yeah. 937-760-7282. I am keeping the phone a lot closer to me, and I'm yelling because I had to turn my mic off to plug in my phone. If you want to text me your email address and how many you want, I will send you a personal invoice for farm pickup, and then I will contact you when they're ready. Probably would be about 2 weeks. John says, quail need 15 hours of light to keep laying when I have what I have done. Will egg production drop with the cold if they're outside? And if so, how much? They will. It'll be very inconsistent if they're outside during the winter. They do have an area to get out of the wind. I'm in New York. That is good. That's exactly what you want to do. They will be inconsistent during the winter just because of the weather. Because they're outside. Thomas says, Norwalk, Ohio's in the house. Welcome. John says, I went from getting 33 eggs a day to only getting 8 a day. The weather has changed, and when the weather changes, they tend to do that. I would bump it up to 16 hours of daylight, or 16 hours of light a day, maybe possibly 18, and maybe give them a larger shelter out of the weather, and that might help quite a bit. If you need to include MA, I would be happy to receive presents, wife dances for eggs. There you go. Foggy Forest Farm says, how long are female quail fertile after mating? I've always been told 3 days, but I've never actually done it. I only use eggs that males are in there. I don't take males out and then use eggs a day or two later. It's just not worth it to me. but I've heard 3 days. Kurt Stoner says, hello from Central Oklahoma. Can't wait to get the eggs we currently have on order. My son has sold 3 orders of live birds, still waiting on consistent egg production from our birds. That's great. Congratulations. Thomas Clonk says, have jumbos starting to lay, have them outside, moving them inside for the winter, changing males in February. We'll need monster jumbo wild males or the biggest you have. I can make that happen. We do have a male only set on our website, and you can get 15% off this week using the promo code, coupon code OH, because you're in Ohio. And I don't have an Ohio yet. Rufus the Bunny says hello from Central Utah. First Utonian. Utonian? Utah-onian. Utonian. I'm going to say Utonian. Tonight. Juanita Field says hello from Wisconsin. My lockdown is on Halloween too. There you go. Congratulations. Best of luck and keep us posted on how it goes. Rachel says, how often do you rotate your breeding stock? Oh, I missed one. I'm sorry. Well, I'll answer that. Rachel, how often do you rotate your breeding stock? We replace our males twice a year. Every 6 months, we replace our hens once a year. Kasumi Rose says, I just bought 25 pansy eggs. Yay, that's great. Congratulations. I'm from Tennessee. I will write down Tennessee. We do not have any Tennesseans here yet, as far as the history goes. Rachel Deaton says, don't forget Louisiana. Rachel Deaton, did you already order? I'm going to put LA to the side. If you've already ordered, let me know, and I will put Louisiana down. It's not LO, it's LA. Wendy says, yes, you wrote down our numbers early, but asked how many we ordered. Okay. Oh, yeah. I got it. I will mark that off. Harley's Game Birds and More says, hi, everyone. Great name. We were talking about names tonight. Joshua says, I have 60 feather sexables I won at auction pipping right now. They are set to hatch tomorrow. That is great. Best of luck, and hopefully you'll be able to join us next Sunday at 7 p.m. and let us know how the hatch went. But best of luck. Ben Arnold says, LOL, sorry about that. We are in Michigan. The order is under Donna P. Michigan it is. We've got Michigan, Tennessee. Oh, I'm sorry. We do already have Louisiana. I missed it. Michigan, Tennessee, Louisiana, North Carolina, and 2 people from Missouri so far. Val's Homestead says, great moderator. Yeah, Verna Young is on top of it. I don't even know what's going on. I just see delete. Frank says, just ordered shipping foam history. There you go. Frank, what state are you in? Frank Billinger. Jane says, I will be ordering for New York once I decide what type I want. There you go. I'm just going to write it down now in good faith. Is there any of your quail that are better flight birds for training hunting dogs? I heard the Tibetans were better than some for being jumpy flighty. Thank you from South Dakota. Yeah, mostly when we work with dog hunters or trainers, we usually do Tibetans. We usually do Tibetans or Rosettas. Rosettas are a little less in weight. I would say Rosettas. They're very similar. They're both very dark, so they blend in very well, which is what they like. But they're a little bit lighter than the Tibetans. We usually did Tibetans. We actually didn't do that this year. But in the past, we've done Tibetans, but I think they would probably like the Rosettas more. Very good question. Froggy Forest Farms is not talking to me. I'll let it go. Feather and Green says, definitely will. Thanks for all the education. You're welcome. Thank you very much. Lucky 13 Quail says, went ahead and made the gold order for code KC or KS. That is Kansas. I know that. If I'm first, that's cool, and I can wait for the history day, so feel free to use my order as KS. Will do. Erie Quail Farm says, is it fair to say the more rare a bird, the less they breed? True. Yes, 100%. Very true statement. No Lopez says, I do recommend Terry's do-it-yourself. I build mine from his tutorial. I started with 110 Myshire eggs, which 98 hatched, and have hatched 3 batches from those already with high percentage rates. You're killing it. Congratulations, Noah Lopez. Amanda Gaines says, hello, I just remembered the live. Not a problem. I'm glad you're here. I'm going to bore everybody again. I apologize. So get ready. We are making history. So if you go to our website, myshirefarm.com, you can order whatever you want on there. At checkout, use the coupon code of the state that you live in, their abbreviation. So Ohio would be OH, Nebraska would be ENE, so on and so forth. You're going to get 15% off, and a week from tomorrow, we're going to try to ship out 50 boxes to 50 different locations. It'll be 49 states, minus Hawaii, because Hawaii hates me. But we will be replacing Hawaii with Puerto Rico, because somehow I got the approval for Puerto Rico. I don't know how I did that. So we're going to try to make history. You can use the coupon code. If you don't want to make history and you just want to use the coupon code, which is your state's abbreviation, do that. And in the notes, just put ASAP, and I will ship them out as soon as possible. Or you can put history, and I will wait to ship them out on Monday next week, or somewhere around there. Zaria04 says, for the history thing, does it have to be eggs? No, it does not. I don't have room for eggs, but would love to have scissors. Sorry, I had to drop out and just got back on because of a service drop. Not a problem. Yeah, cartons, eggs, foamers, whatever you want. 50 states or 49 states. I'm just going to say 50 states. We all know. 50 states in one day, history. It's still in order. I still have to do all the work. Gary says, feathers and greens. I love the name. Absolutely. I like that name a lot. We've been talking a lot about names tonight. Black Pack Homestead, Chris and Morella Ogden. I hope I said that correctly. Black Pack Homestead. I really like that. That's a great name too. Howdy, y'all. Welcome. If you're still on, let us know what state you're from. That's always a lot of fun. Megan Belanger. I hope I said that correctly. I already answered, oh man, dude, but I'm just tuning in. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, ask the question and I'll answer again. Not a problem. I'm sorry. Black Pack Homestead, Chris, is there any hope for quail with splayed legs? Yes. I've seen a lot of stuff on Facebook. Shot glass works, taping them together works, rubber band works. What I would recommend is going to Facebook and going to the group Newbie Quail Lovers. Join that group. It's got over 15,000 members, and just say, what's the remedies for splayed leg? You'll have all kinds of things that work for people. We have 170 likes. No, 182 is the record for our live. Amy Lynn Casper says, oh no, I ordered this afternoon. I tell you what, message me your order number and I can delete it. If you order today, I mean, that's bad timing. So yeah, just message me your order number, I'll delete it, and then you can use it again for your promo code. David Gilmore says, Zach, do you go over number 5? Why are they the best? Why are you the best? I did go over that. Didn't I? I did go over it. I tell you what, oh my God. Holy cow, I am way behind. I am so sorry. Okay, I'm gonna go super fast, but David Gilmore, anybody else that wants to know about the topic for tonight, which is 5 things to think about before starting your quail business, which is just power, space, who is your customer base, what's in a name, and why are you the best? I will go over at the end of the video, but I want to get all these questions answered first because these poor people have been waiting for a long time. But I will go over it. I did, though. I'm pretty sure. I did it in my head, at least. Herbert Johnson said, sorry I'm late. Not a problem. Glad you're here. Amy Lynn, we already talked about it. Message me. And 937-760-7282. I'll just brief on the order and you can start again. Kurt Stoner said, just order 110 jumbos from you and put in Oklahoma for Oklahoma. Receive the discount and ask to delay ship for 1 month. Have another order pending from you that should be in process. There you go. Joshua Martinez says, would you ever do other quail breeds? No. I will only specialize in Caternix quail because I'll leave it at that. I like Caternix quail. I don't like anything else. Bob White is from Birmingham, New York. Not talking to me. Frank says, I think you need glasses, Zach. I probably do, but I'm holding off. Living a rogue life. When will you have breeder sets? It will be it'll be a month and a half at least. I do have some teen sets available on the website. And they're more colors, you know, Rosettas, Tibetans, Scarlakes, SSCs, German pastels, things like that. But they're not feather sexable and they're still too young to sex out. I have those available on the website and you can use 15% off on them. But as far as breeders go, feather sexables, I won't have any for a while. Do you recommend adding electrolytes to the hatchlings? If so, which brand? You can if you want, it doesn't hurt. I don't do it until they're layers, but we use Save a Chick. Save a Chick is the brand I use. That's the only one I've ever used though. Not talking to me. Me Craig says, from Grapevine, Texas, Jumbo White Wing Pharaoh, 17 out of 25, one recessive white, happy as can be. Thanks, that is wonderful. Congratulations, I'm writing it down now. 17 out of 25 white wing. That is wonderful, congratulations. Not talking to me, not talking to me, not talking to me, not talking to me. Not talking to me. Not talking to me. Ben Arnold says, what do you think about Anarcho Farms? As far as the name, Anarcho Farms. Anarcho Farms. If it's talking about the name, I like that it's a different name, you know, Anarcho. You don't hear that very often. I can't think of anything that comes to mind immediately, though. I'll have to think about that. A lot of people are not talking to me. Lily Bailey says, have you ever gotten Homozygous silver, an all-white bird from your SSCs? Have you noticed any problems with them, health issues? Very rarely, and usually they don't last after about a week. We have bred almost all of them out. And what's weird is in the past 3 or 4 weeks, I've heard like 2 or 3 different customers get 1 or 2 of them out of a hatch, so I don't have any idea where they came from because we didn't have any for months and months and months. So I'm actually starting to collect SSCs now for a big batch to replace some of my breeders, one of my cages. I've got multiple cages of SSCs, so hopefully that will be fixed this time around. I've got one somewhere. Zeria04 says, how are the emus? Will you sell hatching emu eggs or eating eggs from them? I don't think so. God knows what Jenna has planned. I think Jenna wants as many emus as possible, so I have a feeling we'll just be posting that we have emu eggs, like, look what we got, and then hatching them out and having all kinds of emu babies. But I don't know. Not talking to me, not talking to me. Speak louder. Okay. Sorry. Loud and clear. Oh, all right. Low, but you sound, oh dear God. That's where I'm at. All right. John Freehand says, how do you process quail for falconers if you don't cut the head off? I did a video. God, if someone can help me. I'm pretty sure it was 2 weeks ago from tonight. So not last week's YouTube, but the week before that. At the very end of the video, I did a kill on the YouTube video to show how I did it. No blood, super fast, super easy. I would check that out. If anybody knows the exact date, that would be fantastic. I think it was about it's literally the last like 10 minutes of the video. So if you just go back 2 YouTube videos ago, the live videos, just fast forward to the last 10 minutes. If it's not about killing a quail, then go to the video before that, 2 to 3 weeks ago. Does it sound like anyone else's house there? Oh, with my quail? You know, they're not being awful tonight. Got it. YRB. He has demonstrated how we... oh, yep. It was just a couple weeks ago. What inspired you to do quail? That is... because I hate chickens. And I didn't want to do them anymore. And so Jenna got bob whites, Coturnics, chuckers, and pheasants all at the same time. And within 2 months, I knew that Coturnics was the way to go. Coturnics was just perfect for, I've got a passion for them. I love them. I think that they're perfect for all kinds of different reasons. I think they're the bubblegum shrimp in my head. So that's how we started. R&J Farm says, hi, Zach. Little late, but I'm here. 40 out of 56. I think it would have been better if it wasn't for USPS. To Coffeeville, Kansas. Pansy Fee and Tibetan Tuxedo. Wonderful. Thank you very much. I'm going to assume that there was 25 of each. Pansy Fee and Tibetan Tux. That is wonderful. Congratulations. Not bad at all. Living a rogue life. When will you have breeder sets available? Oh, I answered that. I will answer it again, just in case someone missed it. I will probably not have breeder sets available for, I would say, 4 to 6 weeks. I do have some teen sets on available. You can use the coupon code on there for them. They are straight run because they're not feather sexable and they're still only 3.5, 4 weeks old. Aaron says, thanks for the knowledge, Zach. Not a problem. Thank you. Alan Malone says, can somebody put Zach said number up for me, please? 937. Oh, you know what? You already messaged me. But I tell you what, if anybody needs my cell phone number to text me, preferably text, not call, I get real moody when I get a lot of phone calls. I don't know why. It's just, you know, because I have to walk into the other room and I'm busy and I usually don't get to them and I've got voicemails and and then they don't answer back and then they have to call me and it's just, text is so much better for me. If you have to call, then that's fine, but if you can text, that's better. But you've already texted me. But I will give out my cell phone number in 2 minutes in case you need that for a custom order or whatever, but you already responded on WhatsApp. Let's see, what's the difference between a Golden Manchurian and an Italian? Don't they look identical? They are very similar. Our Golden Manchurians are no markings, or very, very few markings. Our Italians are a bunch of markings on the back. They're both gold in color. One is gold with a bunch of markings. One is just a plain gold, would be the best way I could say it. Oh, Vernie Young put my phone number on here, 937-760-7282. If you find this interesting, educational, exciting, whatever, please hit the like button. If you hate me, you hate what I say, you don't agree with it, please hit the thumbs down button, but feel free to let me know why. They Feed, We Feed Homestead. They Feed, We Feed Homestead. I like it. I like that name. Do breed your quails inside or outside? All of my quail are inside. I just went to your website to place an order. It says your jumbo wild eggs are out of stock. Would it be likely you will have stock before your 15% discount expires. Give me just a minute. I'm coming back to you. Give me just a minute. But yes, I will put them on. Charles Reedy says, hello, Zach. Hello. Quail Ma'am says, question, how do you get the energy to keep up with everything, the birds, the business, your family, etc.? Because it's my dream. It's what I enjoy. It's what I like. We all spend our time doing something. We're all gonna waste our money doing something. We're all gonna, you know, waste our time or use our time or money on something. And family and business and helping others and this, that, and the other. I mean, I enjoy what I'm doing. And it's a way of life. This is just the way I want to live. So that's the best answer I got. Patrick says, sorry, I'm gonna order something, just gotta figure out what. Not a problem. In Colorado, we'll be ordering within the next couple of days. I will write you down in Colorado. Lily Bailey says, how do you tell a homozygous silver from an all-white bird? Well, that's a very complicated question. Typically, usually, a homozygous silver is usually going to have a complication. Usually a bad leg, blind, could be albino. It's just a gene that was in there for a long, long time, and it's taken years to get out. At one point in time when we started, I think it was like close to 15% of them would hatch out that way. It was awful. So getting, I don't know, less than 10 for the entire year out of all the eggs I ship is not bad, but I really want it gone, so I'm still working on it. Kathy McLeod, Mac Cloud, got it. Kathy McLeod. I did the neck dislocation as shown in video, and after 6 seconds did decapitation with scissors. It was my first time. It didn't seem to cause the birds any distress. That's great. Congratulations. That's a feat in itself for doing it the first time, and I'm glad it worked out for you. That's great. Congratulations. David Gilmore says, Zach, I understand raising humidity for quail in lockdown, but this evening you suggested raising the humidity higher for jumbo wilds. Well, if the jumbo wilds are larger, if the eggs are larger, the humidity could go up a little bit and it might help, is all I was saying. Not a necessity, just, again, the larger the egg, if the jumbo eggs are twice the size, which they're not, but some of them are, if the jumbo eggs are twice the size of standard eggs, it would be fair to say that if you increase the humidity by a couple percentages, it wouldn't hurt anything, but it might help soften the larger egg, the mass, for the jumbos to hatch better, is all I was saying. Verna is awesome, I agree. Greetings from Vermont, late but here. Wonderful, thank you very much. Patrick Fold says, how many birds are you hoping to have start of 2021? As far as layers go, it is like 5,200 layers total, which means the most we could have at one time would be 6,300 in the entire barn. But I want to have 5,200 layers, and then a full brooder room would be 6,300, I believe, and that's max. That's all I'm doing. A lot of people talking to themselves, which is great. I mean, I'm glad that it's a community. They feed, we feed Homestead. Also, do you guys tour for your facility in the future? We will in the future. We used to do the COVID thing because we're biosecurity approved and we're MPIP and we ship all over the US. They've asked us not to do tours and let people into the barn. So we are not at this time, but eventually we will open back up to do so. We do have some tours, virtual tours online on our YouTube channel that might help. You can at least see what's going on. Real quick, I'm gonna just check my battery. 5%, not going really anywhere. Frank Bellinger says, just realized my... No, it wasn't snarky. I got it. I do need glasses. I do that, Frank. Quail Ma'am says, question, when do you and Jenna decide that you wanted to transition from quail keeping for personal sustainability to commercial? Well, in the back of our heads, our goal was always to start a business. We had started a business before this, and it didn't really go anywhere. We were breaking even barely, but putting a lot of work in and a lot of time. And then we started with animals, and I just didn't like any. Didn't make sense to me. And then we got quail, and it just clicked. I mean, it was just, this is what I was supposed to do. I know it sounds stupid. I know, quail is what it was what I was meant to do, but I think it was. Mike Johnson says, I have 1 out of 3 layer cages and the sandbox gets wet, then hard packed. Any ideas? Not at this time, I'm sorry. If somebody else has an idea, feel free to let us know. I can't think of anything right now. The waters above. Can I order 9 jumbo wild eggs and 9 feather sexable eggs? Our minimum count is a 25 count. You will get jumbos in your feather sexable, so I would just recommend ordering the 25 feather sexable mix. I know no one asked, but I'll just say it now. The reason we do a minimum of 25 is because on average 50% will hatch. Now, we are averaging a 72% hatch rate. After these great hatches today that you guys let me know, it might be higher, but right now it's a 72% hatch rate on shipped eggs for the year, but we want you to assume a 50. Well, if you order 25 and we'll say 12 hatch, well, half of those will be males, so you're only going to be left with 6 hens. So that's why we recommend 25 as the minimum. Not talking to me. Hey, that sounds great on the phone deal. People from Utah, are you usually called Uton? I think they're Utonian. Oh, what'd I say? Utonians. That's what I'm calling them. Somebody from Utah, if you're still on, what are you called? I'm Ohioan, Kentuckian, New Yorker. I don't know. I'm not very intelligent. Frank is from New York. He said he was going to order. Oh, I already got it down. Once you replaced old breeder stock, where do they go? They go into our corporate accounts, and then what's in my corporate account cages, my eating egg cages, they go into my corporate account cages because layers will lay for 2 years. We replace them once a year. So they're still pretty good layers. So I move them over to my corporate account area, my cages for my corporate accounts. I take those that are pretty much 2 years old. I do the, I call them, and then Falconers. That's what I do. It's a process. Hope that you will be able to ship to Canada soon. It looks like that's next on my clear list. Puerto Rico was just cleared. Looks like Canada's coming up, but that's not been confirmed yet. They Feed, We Feed Homestead. We have purchased 50 eggs from your farm and had 37 hatched, jumbo white and mixed. That is great. Congratulations. I'll write that down. Congratulations. Connie says, when you rotate your older birds out, do you butcher them? Is the meat tougher from the older birds? Great question. If they're 2 years old, they get a little tough. But if they're a year to a year and a half, you can't really tell a difference. We don't butcher to eat them anymore. I mean, we do a little, but not very much. So yeah, what we do is new breeders go in, old breeders go to a separate cage setup. And those are for my eating eggs and corporate accounts. And the ones that were in there go into the freezer for falconry. Cliffside Permaculture says, I'm in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Mine hatched about 2 months ago. My Feather sex spool mix. I split the hatch between me and a pal to hatch. In total, we got similar hatches. 210 for her, 510 for me, 5 hens. That's not good. That's 30, 25, 7. Yeah, that looks like there's only 7 to hatch. Well, Cliffside Permaculture, if you're still on, why don't you text me this week, 937-760-7282. I will get your information and we will see what we need to do to fix that. Not very good though. I'd like to know what your humidity and temperature was. I know it was a couple months ago, but yeah, I'd like more information so I can get you taken care of. Jay says, don't forget if you are in an area where the temps are significantly below 0 during the winter eggs. During the winter, eggs will freeze if you don't collect regularly. Yes, absolutely. We have talked about that tonight as well. All year long, I collect once a day for sure. During the cold months, I collect twice a day. I recommend you quickly collect in the morning when you turn the lights on and at night when you turn the lights off. And that will do the best. I mean, that's the best preventive thing that you can do. Blackpack Homestead from North Carolina, welcome. Erie Quail Farm says 170 likes. Is that a record? It is not. 190 is a record, I believe. We are only 4 away, so if you've not liked this video, please hit the like button now, and we will get to 190 likes. Not talking to me. Lily Bailey says, question, do you ever sell quail feathers? We do not. We did once to one person, but if you're creative, you could probably sell a lot of them on Etsy or stuff. I'm gonna say Isaiah Valdez. I'm really sorry if that's incorrect. Houston, Texas, pearl hatching today. 5 so far, 25. That's great. Best of luck. Make sure humidity is around 70 to 75%, and hopefully you'll be able to join us next week and let us know how it went, but best of luck. Donna, been watching, forgot to say hello all. Welcome, Donna. If you're still on, let us know what state you're from. That's always a lot of fun. David Clifton's in the house. I'd like to say hello from Texas. I have 30 Rosettas going into lockdown on Halloween and 120 following week from Friday. That is great. Best of luck, and I hope you can join us next week to let us know how it goes. Thumbs up, y'all. Let's break the record. You already did. Can we get to 200? Because that would be awesome. 200 likes before I end the video. Need 4 more. Thank you very much, Erie Quail Farm, and everybody else that's supporting me. Hopefully you're learning some stuff and having some fun at the same time. I'm gonna bore you for just a second, so bear with me. We are trying to make history this week. I'm gonna talk fast because I've said it like 8,944 times today. But we're gonna try to make history this week. If you go to our website, myshirefarm.com, pick out what you wanna order. Eggs, supplies, cartons, foamers, scissors, live quail, whatever you want to do. You order it. You go to the checkout screen. In the coupon code, you're going to put the abbreviations of your state. Ohio would be OH. Connecticut would be CT. Whatever. And then you're going to get 15% off your entire order, which is super cool. Now, we're going to try to ship 49 states because I can't ship to Hawaii because they hate me. But I'm replacing Hawaii with Puerto Rico. So we're going to try to ship to 50 states all in one day and make history, which would be super cool. So if you want to do it and get 15% off, go to our website, myshirefarm.com, order what you would like, and in the coupon code, use the abbreviations of your state, and we will get you taken care of. Whew. I would love some pansy fee hatching eggs if you do ever ship to Ontario, Canada. It is coming. It looks like Canada will be the next. Actually, it looks like the Caribbean and the Caribbean and somewhere else is next on the list, and then Canada. But it looks like Canada's on the list, so we're coming close. Herbert Johnson said, when is the eggs being sent for history? Sorry, I missed that. I need to get my incubator back and set up. I'm hoping to ship them next Monday or Tuesday. So this coupon code is good right now through Saturday at midnight, so Sunday morning. and then I'm hoping to ship them all on Monday. Now, if you want to just use the coupon code and not be part of the history and just get them as soon as possible, in the notes section, you can put ASAP. If you want to be part of history, then put history, and we will try to make this happen. I will be doing videos throughout the week and posts on Facebook to try to get all the states and Puerto Rico because, well, that's been my goal, and I've always just not had time to do it or not had time to plan or whatever. And I'm getting at the end of the year, and so I want to do it. Lost Nation Quail Farm, great name. Zach, I have officially made all investments back in cages and feed several restaurants, buy eggs on the regular, and meat to friends. Started with your birds. Thank you for all you do. That is great. Congratulations. You are well on your way. Congratulations. That is wonderful. Atma Anter. I'm sorry. I hope I said that correctly. Hi. I follow you all the way from Kathmandu, Nepal. Very cool. Very cool. Nepal's in the house. Verna says emu eggs are beautiful. I think it was about 3 weeks. Yeah. Emu eggs are cool. We do have emus, but we probably won't be selling them. I don't know. I don't know what Jenna's plans are. And yes, well, we talked about it. Viles Homestead says, I like Jenna's idea of keeping them. I do that a lot with my heritage breech turkeys. There you go. Patty S says, if your first quail hatches early on day 18 and you want 24 hours, if you wait 24 hours to open the incubator, do you wait until the last quail hatches plus 24 hours or open it 24 hours after the first one hatches? You open it after 24 hours after the first one hatches, but if they're hatching on day 18, if that's the first one, I am a little worried that humidity is a little low or the temperature is a little low. So I would calibrate those and check those and make sure they're correct. If you need directions on that, I've got a YouTube video playlist called The Hatching Process, but it's much better if you just go to our website, myshirefarm.com, go to the blog section. In the blog section is a printable hatching guide, and it'll tell you what the temperature and humidity should be on all of them. I would check those because I'm a little concerned about the 18-day thing. Zarina04 says, I just ordered the scissors and used the discount. I put the notes making history promo, so that's one for VA, Virginia. That's awesome. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you. Tech and Gadget says, hello, greetings from Caraco. I think it's Caraco. I hope. That's great. Welcome. Very cool. Not talking to me. Just placed my order, living a rogue life in Texas. Welcome. And thank you very much. Zach, we are over the old record of likes. Absolutely, 207. That is awesome. Wonderful. Thank you very much, everybody. When you love what you are doing, you're always find the time. Absolutely. Vals Homestead says, we are here for a good time, not a long time. Well, sorry about that. It's been a long time. Betta Frampa says, can you help me troubleshoot? I hatched out eggs August 4th. None of them are laying yet. A few days ago I did add artificial lighting, but I don't know what else to do. Yes, the artificial lighting sounds like the issue. They need 15 to 18 hours of light a day, and once you do that, you usually need to wait about 2 weeks before you do so. Also, you want to check your feed. Make sure that it's a low protein, high calcium feed, a layer feed, and make sure your ratio is 5 to 1, 5 hens to 1 male, because that could make them not want to lay as much. Make sure they have enough space. 3.5 quail per square foot. For non-jumbos, 3 quail per square foot for jumbos. But it sounds like you just got to be a little bit patient with the artificial light. October 4th, thank you. John, I'm glad you found it. Verna already gave you all the answers. I don't know what I'm doing. Farm, thanks for the positive vibes. Keep us positive on your success. Yeah, Lost Nation Quail Farm has their own business. Erie Quail Farm is doing great in their business. That's wonderful. Tech and Gadget says, hello, Zach. I have a serious question. When I incubate quail eggs and they hatch out and stay in the incubator for 24 hours, there are ways for some that hatch later, but ways seem to pip and die. How can you prevent that from happening? Always, it seems to be 3 to 5 chicks out of 100 but less is better. Okay, so I recommend taking them out every 24 hours. Now, my quails start hatching late on the day 16, early day 17. Well, they go through day 19. So on day 18, I open up the incubator and take them out. Now, I do it very quickly. I can get about 100 chicks out in about 45 seconds. So I have a little basket. I'm ready. I open it up, pull it out, and I just put them in there real quick. I just crowd them all together, and then I close it up so that it's not, you know, if you're taking them out and it's taking 3-5 minutes to take them all out of the incubator, you can shrink wrap some. So just it's a time race. You know, you're racing yourself every time. That should help a lot. Wondering where I am in the question queue. Can't keep up with the feed. Jay, I don't remember your question. I apologize. But if you would like to ask again, I'd be happy to answer. Vernus, oh, okay. Winnie DeField says, do the older birds have a tougher texture or wild taste? The 2 years old will have a little bit tougher texture, but not like chickens. Not as much. You'd be surprised. They feed, we feed Homestead. Oh, and hello from Indiana. Welcome, Jay. When to expect shipping of hatching eggs to Ontario, Canada to be a reality? Well, Puerto Rico was just this week. They're going kind of slow. I would say, I honestly think it's going to be sometime in December, but I mean, it's not confirmed. Don't hold me to that. Looks like about a month and a half is what I'm expecting. David Gilmore says, Zach, for sand that is getting wet and packing, I'd recommend using clay sand from Home Depot or washed concrete sand because the sand size varieties and keeps it from compacting. Oh, okay, there you go. That's a great point. Thank you very much, David. Tech and Gadget says, Zach, I have another question. Can I order 1 or 2 eggs from all breeds of quail, or you have a mixed quail egg option? We do have a mixed quail option. It is called the Variety Choice on our website. Right now you get 15% off if you use the abbreviation of the state that you're in. So there you go. It's called the Variety Choice. Neb says LOL. I don't know why what I did was funny, but I'm sure I acted a fool somewhere. Annette says, hello, when will you have female live quails available again? Very popular question night. It'll probably be about 4 to 6 weeks. I do have some teen sets on the website available right now, but as far as breeder sets, it'll be a while. The Decapitate Live is from October 4th. There you go. Thank you very much. Loving life at home. I love the name. Neb says, I was from Utah. They are called Utahns. Really? Utahns. No. Not a big fan. That's fine. Never been to Utah. Utahns. All right. Thanks for letting me know, though. I'll try to remember that. Gary says, I feel the same way about quail and clicking with them, Zach. I just have a passion for them. I've only had them since July, but I'm just quail obsessed. They do get very obsessive. You can get very addicted to quail. Quail can be very addictive, absolutely. Cliffside Premature says, yeah, only 7. I think it's the male. And okay, I'll text you. I feel bad because it happened twice. It's going to be the male. And yes, I can send you all the info. I document everything. Yeah, just let me know. Not much we can do about it now. I definitely recommend checking out that hatching guide to make sure everything's reading correctly. But if you just want to text me at 937-760-7282, text me your full name, what you ordered, and your full address, and we'll get you on the ship list and try it again. Jay... Jay, yeah, you're both kind of right. The borders have been much more closed due to this COVID thing. Some have been reopened, some have not. And then the international permits are much more on hold because of the COVID thing, and they're much more difficult and much more expensive right now, but almost impossible to get. But even the border thing is a little difficult right now as well. Wally says, hi from Mount Holly, Vermont. Welcome. Thank you for showing up. I don't know what that means, Amy Lynn Casper. I-O. Oh, O-H. Yeah, O-H. Quailman says, how do falconers feed the birds, whole, semi-processed, or the works? Whole, feathers on, and, gosh darn it, October 4th. I did a live video on October 4th, they say, and I did a whole video. I did a live video. At the very end of that video, like the last 10 minutes, I show you how we kill our quail for falconers. That should help a lot. You can check that out. Winning the Field says Wisconsin will order this week. I will write it down, W-I. I cheated, had my girlfriend like it with her YouTube accounts. She watches with me every Sunday anyways and reminds me when it's on. Well, there you go. Thank you very much, Erie. Kathy McLeod, I got it right. The kill video was on October 4th. Thank you very much. Jay Joseph says, hooray for the Caribbean. Really want your eggs before the end of the year. It looks like the Caribbean is actually like November 12th is the plan. I don't know if that's going to happen. It looks like it, but I don't know. Frank says, for next week, how to pitch eating eggs to local restaurants that have never used them in their dishes. Absolutely, we will talk about that. Next week's topic will be top 5 ways to sell. Herbert says, you do a great job. Keep it up. I'm pretty sure he's talking to Verna. Verna Young is our moderator and keeping everybody in line, and she is doing a fantastic job tonight. Everybody should congratulate her. Got to go. It's really late here in the UK. Night all. Thank you very much for staying, Vals. Oh, I got it. The waters above just placed order of 25 feathers sexable for Florida. Make history. There we go. I will write that on the list. FL. Very cool. Bill Atkins says, hi, Zach. Just ordered 50 hatching eggs of sexable Coturnix Italians from California. Just getting started. Italians are a great thing. They're feather sexable, very reliable, and great layers. So that's great. Congratulations. Jay says, thank you, Zach, for the update. Not a problem. YRB says, why not cover the late hatches with a warm, moist towel when unloading the day-olds? It's not a bad idea. You could do that. It's not a bad idea. Great. Great idea. Tech and Gadget says, yes, the Caribbean. I am from Caraco. Well, very cool. Betta says, will Jumbo Wild be available this week? Yes, Jumbo Wilds will be available as soon as I get done with this YouTube video. I will put them back on. I apologize. Lloyd says, hey, from Georgia, welcome. Thank you very much. Ken Taylor says, record live stream length, 2 hours and 30 minutes and counting. Good God, seriously? Let's make history. New Year's Eve Quail Marathon live stream. Oh, dear God, I don't know. My throat's killing me. Zach, what is your number again to app for a custom order? It is 937-760-7282. There it is. 937-760-7282. Verna says 210 likes, Zach. Congrats. Thank you very much. We're 211. If you've not liked this video, you should, because everybody else is. It's the cool thing to do, everybody. Linda Dixon says, thinking about the name Backyard Bounty for our small neighborhood homestead. That's a great name. That's a great name. I like it. It's pronounced Utah Uns. I don't know. Neb, I'm sorry. I'm just going to let it go. Order just now from OH. IO. Thank you very much, Amy Lynn. Please text me and remind me to delete your other order. If you do want to see how a bloodless call, and I think the most humane call would do for a quail, you want to check out our YouTube video, the live Q&A stream from October 4th, the last 10-15 minutes. Betta says, by the way, I'm from Jersey and I'll be ordering. NJ is in the house, and I just wrote it down. Kind of looks like an M, but yeah. Got it now. Thank you very much, Betta. Carrie says, I just had another good I just had another good hatch, so my count went up by 1. Yay, that's great. Congratulations. Lost Nation Quail Farm says, Zach just placed an order from Scarlets and Golden Italians. That's Vermont for history. Absolutely. I will write that down now. And you're my first Vermontonian? I don't know. I'm just going to put Onion on all the different states. I don't know. But that's great. Congratulations. Carrie, how many did you... Oh, not talking to me. Betta says, I tried doing the bloodless calling, and I did not do it right. Definitely need to work on it. I couldn't get it and figured out the heads can just come off. Yes. So my best piece of advice is you want to pull, and there's like, it's... How do I explain it? It's like two different gears. So you pull, and it's like they're stretchy, right? And then it gets like a little tight. You pull again, slowly, just a little bit, and then you kind of feel where it's like even more tight. That's when you kind of go down, and then you're not pulling the head off. But it takes time. It takes time. Hi, I enjoyed your videos. I'm looking forward to ordering next year. Have to convince my hubby. Had to evacuate twice for hurricanes this year with our chickens from Southeast Texas. Best of luck to you. I think you'll like the quail next year, absolutely. Best of luck. Jay Joseph says, Caraco pronounced I'm sorry. I'm not the best. Your throat is killing you because you need to drink more water, and next time you'll do great for a long stream. Haha. Your live streams are the most fun. Well, thank you very much. I try. Carrie says, LOL gold, my phone keeps changing it. Yeah, my phone autocorrects the weirdest stuff. I don't even understand. I ordered 25 pearl eggs and 25 pansy fee eggs, and they're 4 weeks old tomorrow. Got 2 whites. Some of the pearls have tan speckles in their feathers. Also are redheads. What is that from pearl eggs? They would be probably from the pearls, and the gold is probably coming through a little bit, which is probably what you're seeing. Now my iPad died, which means I'm gonna have to read from here. Let's see. Yeah, I would assume it's from the pearl eggs and the Italians coming through, because that's how you make pearl eggs. If you want to know more about pearls, you can go to our YouTube channel, Myshire Farm. Under the playlist, All About the Colors, I did a YouTube video on the pearls that might help a little bit as well. Patrick Folt says, what is all the feather sexable colors you have? We've got wilds, Egyptians, Italians, autumn ambers, sparklies, pearls, snowies, fab fees. I think that's it. Wow, I wish I could put my phone in or my hand in. Real quick, which eggs are feather sexable and will be for future generations? Oh, yeah, just answered it, just in case you missed it. Utens. Really? That's just boring. Utens. I don't get it. All right. I don't want to offend, so I'll use the right name. Utens. Real quick, which eggs are feather sexable? Wilds, Egyptians, Italians, autumn ambers, sparklies, fab fee, pearls, some snowies. They're not consistent. Take snowies out. They're not consistent. Sparklies, not as consistent. Well, no. They just don't hatch true. And I think that's it. Thanks, Zach, for all that you do. Thank you very much, Jay. Do you have Utah yet? Ohio, California, Florida, Wisconsin. Well, I'll tell you who we've got. We've got Ohio, OH. We've got California, Florida, Wisconsin, Missouri, North Carolina, Louisiana, Tennessee, Michigan, New York, Kansas, Colorado, Virginia, Texas, Vermont, and New Jersey. What did you ask? Utah. No, I do not have Utah yet. Rufus the bunny. Love the name. Egyptian says it's not feather sexable in future generations on the site, unless I'm reading that wrong. I'll take a look at it. It shouldn't be saying that. Egyptians are going to always be feather sexable. They're the roux de lutte of the jumbo wilds, is pretty much what they are. Rufus says thanks. Love and Life at Home says thanks, Zach, and thanks, Verna. Yeah, Verna's done a fantastic job. Everybody that stayed with this entire time, especially Verna Young, thank you very much for staying with me. Utens. Whatever. I'm letting it go. I'm gonna respect what you guys. I think you should like boycott and be called the Utonians, but that's none of my business. I'm not from Utah. I've never been to Utah, so I'll just respect your name. Having trouble sexing the pansy fees though. They're beautiful. Can't wait to put some with males. They're just like the snowies. About 70% of them will be feather sexable, and then some of them are just too hard to tell. Better be called a Uton instead of mutant. Well, that's true. That's true. But I am going to go over the top 5 things to think about before starting your quail business in case anybody missed it. I will go over those in just a second, but I want to say thank you to everybody that's watched. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for all the states that's already ordered. Thank you for taking the advantage on that. Thank you for staying with me for freaking over 2 hours. I don't even know what to say about that. That's awesome. Thank you for the likes. 214 likes is just absolutely very cool. And Verna Young is now our new moderator. She's going to keep everybody in line. In the next couple of weeks, once I slow down, probably mid-November, me and her are going to get together and revamp YouTube, get a lot of other people involved, a lot of more content out. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. She's much more knowledgeable about that stuff than I am, and I enjoy working with her. I think she's done a fantastic job, and everybody should tell her what great job she did, because she really kept a lot of people out that needed to be out that I never would have caught in time. Betta says, it says the sex-linked eggs will only hatch out male-female color difference generational. Yeah, they hatch out opposite of what you need to create more sex links, but they're still feather sexable. Thought you had okay. I did not write Oklahoma down. If Oklahoma is still needing, or if someone is on, oh my God, if someone ordered from Oklahoma that's still on, feel free to let me know and I'll write that down. 216 likes, absolutely, that's wonderful. Thank you very much. I will probably buy eggs, but don't write it down yet. Not a problem. Verna says she's blushing. Well, you should. You did a great job. Enjoy the long chats. Thank you very much. Not a problem. I'll have to reread all that stuff and make sure it's reading. It might be hard to read too. All right, so we're going to go over the top 5 things to think about before starting a quail business in case anybody missed it. I ordered from Oklahoma, 110 jumbos, Kurt Stoner. All right, Oklahoma's on the list. I got it. Hey there from Idaho, just ordered 50 eggs Friday. Thank you very much. Jenna just texted me and said, am I alive? All right, I'm going to get in trouble soon because it is date night. So here we go. Are you ready? 5 things to think about before starting your quail business. Knowledge is power. Now, I've already went through all these, but if you've showed up late or whatever, I don't want you to have to watch the whole thing again because they're scattered throughout. So here we go. Knowledge is power. Number 1, don't start off getting quail to start your business. Start getting quail to get familiar with them. Once you have them, write everything down. Your process, well, the best, how do I say it? What I would recommend, I don't want to tell you what to do or how you should do it. What I recommend is getting some quail, and you take care of your quail twice a day. While you're taking care of the quail, you should be listening to something about learning about quail. Once you feel like you have a great grasp on quail and learned a lot, then start listening to how to start a business, how to market, how to whatever. But the goal is every time you're in your quail area, you're helping your quail, you're paying attention to your quail, and you're learning on how to do better, right? Once you have all that, you'll be able to determine how much it costs because you're writing down your expenses. Because every time you're in the quail barn before you leave, or every time you're in the quail garage or quail room or whatever, before you leave, you write down, this is what happened today. This is what I noticed, whatever. Hey, it got cold. I didn't get any eggs today. The next day, I only got half eggs. They seem to be very inconsistent during weather changes. Or I forgot to turn the lights on yesterday and my quail didn't do very well in laying. Turn it on the next day. It took them 3 days to get back to where they were. Whatever the case may be, you need to know all that information for the future, right? You're also writing down expenses. This is what I paid for food. This is how much this went up. This is what this is how much I paid for supplies, whatever the case may be. Then, in a short amount of time, you're gonna know how many you need to be profitable in quail. Well, I need to sell 500 eggs a month to make $500 a month. Profit after expenses, and that's my goal. Okay, well, my goal is 1,000. Well, I need to sell 1,000 eggs a month, or whatever the case may be, right? All right, so knowledge is power. Space. Once you know your goals, once you know how many you need to sell and what your goal is, I want to sell this amount so I can make this amount after expenses. Well, then that is where you will know how many you need to produce the numbers that you need. Then you can say, okay, well, I can start here, and then I can move to this, and then I can move to that. But this is how much space I'll need, rather than just starting big. Slow and steady wins the race. Who is your customer base? Once you know this, and once you know that, then you need to decide how you're gonna sell them. Obviously, you can sell hatching eggs for more than eating eggs, but can you sell more eating eggs in bulk and not spend a lot of time selling? Is it worth it? I don't know. You have to decide on all that. Is your customer base local? You know, Asian market, restaurants, grocery stores. If that's the case, then you need to tailor the reason why you're selling to that base. If you're gonna sell online, if you're gonna sell on eBay, if you're gonna sell on Facebook, if you're gonna sell on whatever, well, then you need a more general understanding. But you need to understand what your base is. Do you wanna mainly sell feeders to falconers or wildlife or zoos? Do you wanna sell eating eggs or hatching eggs? Do you wanna sell just chicks? Do you wanna sell adults? What do you wanna sell? How much time do you have? Or do you wanna start with one and then morph into more once you have the one down pat? That depends, but that's something you need to think about. I don't wanna give you the answers to these. I want you to think about these because you are the only one that will be able to decide what's best for you, okay? What's in a name? When you pick a name, we've seen a lot of great names tonight. When you pick a name, make sure, Gilmore's, what was it? Crap. It was really good. Gourmet. Gilmore's Gourmet Quail, I believe is what he asked. He said, what about a farm name? Gilmore's Gourmet Quail. Gilmore Gourmet Quail. Yes. First of all, I only saw it once and I already remember it. The first thing I thought of, you tell me, what's the first thing you thought of as Gilmore Gourmet Quail? The first thing I thought of was, wow, that's elegant, gourmet. That's elegant. So he's gonna be restaurants. I mean, he's high end, right? So I'm already thinking that he's got great product. I'm already thinking that he knows what he's doing because he's gourmet, right? Gilmore is his name, so it's family oriented. And then it's quail. I mean, it's a perfect name. What's in your name? What's the meaning behind it? Myshire Farm is, we wanted our farm. This is my farm, right? So what's in your name, right? Why are you the best? What do you want to be known for? I've talked about this before, but I'm going to just try to say it again. My 3 goals, number 1, is I want to give you the best quality there is in quail or eggs. Number 2, I want the best customer service around. I want no one to be able to say that somebody's better than me at customer service. I want to be accessible. I want to be helpful. I want to be educational. I want to be entertaining. And that's what I want, right? So I want to be the best in customer service. I want the best quality. Those are 2 major things that I want, right? The third is, I can't remember. I said it earlier, but I can't remember now. I can't remember. There was a third. I'm just going to use those two as my examples. So I want to be known as the best in quality and the best customer service. Now, am I doing that? I don't know. I think I am, because I'm doing everything I can. I'm in here every day trying to better the quail and better my experiences. I am on my phone all the time. I am trying to help you as much as I can. I'm responding to emails, texts, messages, whatever, all the time. I've not done, how do I say that? There is not one day that's passed in the past 3 to 4 years that I've not done something with quail in that day. I've fed them, I've watered them, I've collected the eggs, I've shipped, I've talked to you on the phone or text, I've done videos. There's something I've done every day for this business. It's just my way of life. So, is there better quality quail out there? Well, I don't believe so, but you might, and that's okay. Is there better customer service out there? I don't think so, but you might. But I'm doing everything I can. So if you think about Myshire Farm, I hope that you think great quality quail, great customer service, very reliable, high hatch rate, this, that, and the other. That's not just by chance. That's all on purpose. That's what I wanted to be known for. That's why I think that Myshire Farm is the best. I'm not saying we are the best. I'm saying I want to make us the best. So every day I wake up to do a little bit better so that we can provide you the best that we can. That's really how I feel. That's really what I believe. So that's what you need to think. So the 5 things that you really need to talk to yourself about, what you really should think about. Knowledge is power. Space. Who is your customer base? What's in a name? And why are you the best? What do you want your clientels and your customers to think of you? Those are the top 5 things you need to think about before starting your quail business. Next week, tune in. It is the top 5 ways to sell your product. Sorry, had a phone call. It is my wife. So we're finishing up. Here's my last spiel. We're making history. If you missed it, if you go to our website, myshirefarm.com, and you buy whatever you want to buy in the checkout, you're going to use your coupon code. Your coupon code is the abbreviation of your state. We're going to try to make history by next Monday, shipping out to 50 different locations all at once. We're going to ship to 49 states minus Hawaii, because I can't ship to Hawaii right now, but we did substitute that for Puerto Rico. So we're going to try to ship to 50 states in one day. This coupon code is for every state, including Puerto Rico, PR. All you have to do, if you're from Ohio, you go buy what you want and you put in the coupon code OH. California, CA, Texas, TX, whatever you want to do. You're going to get 15% off. In the notes section, if you want to be part of history, put history. If you just want them shipped as soon as possible, just put ASAP, and we will do the rest. Be part of history. So that's what we're doing this week. Thank you everybody for contributing. Thank you everybody for watching. I cannot express how much I appreciate you guys enough. I got a bunch of names here that's already ordered. We've got Ohio, California, Florida, Wisconsin, Missouri, North Carolina, Louisiana, Tennessee, Michigan, New York, Kansas, Colorado, Virginia, Texas, Vermont, New Jersey, and Oklahoma. And I don't even know where I last saw. There we go. Thanks for all the info. Have a great night. Thank you very much. Zach, thanks for all the answers on my questions. I love your videos on Teach. Very good about quail. Keep up. Thank you very much tonight. And good night. Looking forward to next week's topic. See you all then. Thank you very much. 218 likes. That's awesome. By the way, Verna, saw you on Copernicus Corner and you did great. Absolutely. You should check that out. Zach, in my universe, you are the best of all the reasons you mentioned. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Everybody, thank you. We will see you next Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have done 2 videos already for all about the colors I'll be posting this week. I will be posting throughout the week and be commenting on Facebook about trying to make history. Hopefully we can do all 50 places all at once and make history together. 15% off. Use the abbreviation of your state that you live in. You can do that on the website, myshirefarm.com. And I will be putting Jumbo Wilds on as soon as I get inside. because my iPad died and I can't do it on my phone. So I'll be putting Jumbo Wilds on as soon as I get inside. Thank you very much. Guys, I appreciate you. Stay safe. God bless. I'll see you later on this week and next Sunday at 7 p.m.